Let's see.
Well, we'll see in a second.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Christian.
Oh, there it is.
Masuda.
Oh, okay, there it is. There it is.
There it is.
We're all good, and they can hear you guys all good, and it's good. All right, so, hi people, hi. Let's do my little warm up thing. So this is my Patreon top tier patron Google Hangout chat thing that if you're one of my top tier patrons, you get once a month. And jazz, yes,
And all that.
yes. So this is where there's no art involved. We chit and chat with my patrons, do whatever they want to do. Since they're the ones paying for it. What the heck? Oh, Angel, is that you?
Oh, it might be.
Oh, okay, no, I was
Gotta turn off the
your webcam.
Oh, jeez.
Whoops.
Yeah, you gotta turn off your webcam. It doesn't do that automatically.
It's
for
okay.
whatever
We didn't
reason.
see anything. I just saw a black thing, and I'm assuming that's the webcam.
Yeah, my webcam has a little cover that I usually have up, so nobody can see me.
What is that icon?
I love it.
Oh my god. But anyway, I was talking about, we're a little late. I wanted to start at 3:30 on the dot, but I had to fight with my fiance.
Oh no, PK is in the chat.
Of course PK's in the chat. It's PK.
This is true. This is true.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just, I told him, you're gonna want to pre-order this shit tomorrow, like last night when they announced it, because it's gonna be sold out. And so he's like texting me at like literally 30 minutes ago saying, "Oh my god, they have a Power Armor edition." I'm like, "Yeah, tried telling you about that last night after they announced it." And he's like,
Oh no.
"Oh no, it's sold out everywhere." I'm like, "I told you. It's gonna happen." And so I found it on Best Buy. And I was like, "I need your card info." I found it on Best Buy. He texts me back an hour later with his card info. I put it in and I'm like, "It's sold out." And he's like, "You're kidding me." And I'm like, "This is what I told you."
Oh my goodness.
The only reason we got the, because we got the special edition of Fallout 4 with the Pip-Boy. We got the Pip-Boy edition. That's Fallout 4, right?
I don't know what Fallout is.
I can't remember.
Wait, Sky, I thought you were excited for Fallout.
I'm excited all the time.
Oh.
I'm running on very little sleep and
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you like really tired right now?
no, I had yesterday night off, but I'm back tonight, so
Oh, okay, I get you.
just in general running off all the heights to give and nowhere to put them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright, I love that you're excited for it.
Thank you. I'm super excited for it, but then I told him! I told him to pre-order it last night! And I took a picture of it, and he's like, "How dare you send me a picture of my defeat?" And I'm like,
Oh my
I'm like, if you had listened to me.
Cody, you did this to yourself.
I told him last night! You're gonna want to buy it!
Yeah.
Christian was able to get his, only barely.
Yeah, it looks like I may have contributed to screwing him over. Or screwing the two over.
I just barely missed it when I tried to pre-order.
Well, so we're still gonna get the game. I just have to.
Of course.
Oh, there's the last person.
Oh hey!
Hello. I couldn't make it today.
Yay! I'm
Huzzah.
happy everybody's here.
Yay.
So maybe we should start by introducing ourselves. So, hi, I'm Twisted Disaster, or Michi. And then,
What is that?
what is that noise?
That might be typing.
That didn't sound like typing.
It sounded like
Okay,
tape.
then-
Yeah.
Oh, that yeah, that's kind of staticky. Well, either way, I'll go ahead and introduce myself.
All right, you go first.
I am Masuta, aka Dr. Buttocks, aka Christian.
Oh, I still love that username.
Same.
Okay, but like, why?
Okay, who's next? Oh, why? What? Why the Dr. Buttocks thing?
Yes, why?
I have known Christian since like 2012, and he's always had that other username. So I don't know.
Okay,
yeah, it just
well,
popped into my head, and I just rolled with it.
I'm
I
just.
guess I'll,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I guess I'll introduce myself then. I'm AceCat17, but y'all can call me Ace. Or Ack.
I guess I'll go. I'm Moonlight or just Ash.
Okay. Hi, just Ash.
Just Ash.
Just Ash.
First we had just Monica. Now we have just Ash.
All right. So, is that? I guess Sky. Why don't you go next?
Hello, I'm Sky. I'm the Australian tired one. Nice to meet everyone.
And then there's Lissa, who's currently muted. So.
Yeah, family's having dinner in the middle of things, so.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
noisy.
Oh no, it's okay.
it's
All right.
fine. But
Well,
like,
Hi,
I'm
family.
Melissa, I'm controllably excited. Yes, that is me.
I guess it's my turn now.
Yep.
I'm Angel of Darkness 12, but you can just call me Angel, or you can call me Rain. I'm good with either one.
Okay. What is the story behind your fucking icon? There has
So
to
I
be
watched-
something there.
I watched this other YouTuber called Lulu,
Mm-hmm.
and during this live stream, we were making kind of like a joke about Caillou mixed with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh no. This is
Yes.
already getting terrible.
And so she ended up making artwork of it, which is my current icon, and I've just never bothered to change it because it makes me laugh.
I didn't know it was fucking Caillou. I thought it was a messed up Pikachu Jijinka. But I didn't want to be mean.
Caillou, Pikachu,
looks like
JoJo's
that.
Bizarre Adventure, all of them mixed together.
It hurts me. It hurts me so much.
It was extremely painful.
Actually, I have not coughed yet. That was someone else's cough. I'm eating grapes.
Well,
Someone in the chat's like, Michi cough. I've been getting better, slowly. It's slowly not coughing as much as I used to.
No, not just Ash, just trash. Oh my god.
Oh.
That's true.
That's a big mood right there.
AC, you got really loud all of a sudden.
Oh, whoops.
I feel so bad for my husband, but you know what? He should have fucking listened to me.
You should have.
You
I know that-
snooze, you lose.
I know this shit. I work on the internet. I know how it works.
Yep.
Especially when it's Fallout related. Like, that is like one of the hype games. Like, everybody knows about Fallout, even people who haven't played Fallout. Same goes with Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like,
even
I
my-
have no idea what Fallout is, but I know what Fallout is because, like, 8 of my friends play it, even though I've only got, like, 5.
Same. I think people I follow play it.
I've played
Oh.
Fallout. I like Fallout.
I
I'm-
don't play
I'm
video
so-
games that much. I'm not good with video games.
no worries.
A small
I
part of
play
me is
them, but I
kind
only
of-
play them casually.
I mean, I'm not as hardcore a gamer as I used to be. Like, back in high school, I was, like, a hardcore gamer. Because that was all I could do to, like, relieve stress. Especially, like, end of high school. Because I was doing so much to graduate. I had 2 ROP classes after high school on top of an online class. So, when I was done with just everything, I'm like, you know what I want to do? I don't want to draw. I just want to shut my brain off and shoot things.
I
That
feel
sounds
it
like
though
me.
with bunch of extra classes for high school. That was me the like past 3 years.
Mhm.
But
That's
I did
been
it.
me, like, the past 3 months.
I did it.
Oh, I know, no.
Graduated.
Right? No, same. And it was, like, the most rewarding feeling ever.
It was. Oh my gosh. Like I didn't think I would cry when I like
I
got on
fucking cried
stage.
too! I didn't
I
think
was
so either. I was like, your heart's pounding, and you're just like, I fucking did it. I did it. I didn't think I would, and I'm here, and it's real.
Exactly. I thought I was fine before, and then I like looked in the little like curtain thing to
Mhm.
see to like try and find my family in the crowd, and then I saw how many people were there, and like died because there was only 89 people graduating in my class.
Oh
So,
my
like,
god. Okay, okay. What state do you live in?
I live in Washington, and I live in a really, really small town. So
Okay.
Y'all are
Shit.
making me nervous.
Do you want to know what my graduation?
I can win the smallest graduation. I know
yours,
I can.
yours beats that. Oh my god, how many was your class? Oh wait, yeah, you were online school.
No, I was homeschooled, not online school.
Oh,
I
homeschool, sorry.
actually
I
think
walked through my house to the front of where our fireplace is in a little family graduation ceremony where we invited family and friends over, and it was super awkward.
Oh my. From my actual school that
Oh
I
yeah,
go
one of our
to,
family. Sorry, one sec. Go away, my obnoxious brother.
I'll take a moment to wish someone in the
But,
chat an early happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday!
It's
Happy
tomorrow.
birthday, person in the chat.
But yeah,
Happy
one of
birthday.
the biggest family tradition of the whole graduation homeschool style is playing the pomp and circumstance from Disney's Fantasia 2000.
Oh my god.
No, there were
Yeah.
5 people from my actual school that graduated because I go to an alternative school in the school district, and there was only like 5 seniors that graduated. But
jeez.
we did it with the other high school too, so we were a part of that. But there was like 5 people that graduated from my school.
Jesus Christ, and here I am. My graduating class was 1,000 fucking people.
Whoa.
I live okay. The town that I live in was supposed to be like the Seattle. But then the railroad didn't come all the way over there. It stopped all the way over here. It stopped in Seattle. So, and then we had a bunch of people because we're right on like the peninsula, I think. And we had like a bunch of docks, and it was going to be like the biggest exporting thing. And then Seattle happened, and then they were like, "Ha, bye. We're going to Seattle."
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's.
So
really
what you're
small.
telling me is you live in that section of a lot of land?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've been to Washington. Cody has family up there.
Oh, nice. Washington is nice. It's the nicest place I've lived.
No, seriously, it really is. And it's like...
I've lived a lot of places. I've lived in California, Arizona, Texas, Colorado. I feel like I'm forgetting a place. Washington, obviously. I live here. Washington's like the longest place I've lived. I feel like I'm missing a place, but I'm not sure. I'm tired.
It's okay.
I feel you.
I'm still trying to catch up on sleep from grad night.
It's okay. Oh, you went to grad night?
I had like 13 hours of sleep last night, and I'm still tired.
Me.
No,
Mood.
I slept for maybe like 2 hours.
grad night didn't get done until like 2 a.m. and then I had work at 10 a.m.
Oh jeez.
So I have a
But
funny...
I'm glad.
Oh, yeah?
I'm glad I went. I won $50 and a pair of Power Beats wireless headphones.
Well, that's
So,
awesome. Where'd you go?
Oh, nice. Headphones.
We went to like a lodge in our town, and like they just gave away a bunch of stuff. Like 3 people won 32-inch flat screen TVs. 3
Holy
people won
shit!
laptops. I know.
What?
Exactly. I don't understand. Well, it wasn't a school organized event. It was like a parent thing, but like the school like was the one who got the word out for it and everything. And I decided really, really last minute to go, like the day of. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And I was gonna leave early, but then I heard you could win a flat screen TV, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay.
Oh my god, that would have been me. I would have gone and then sold the fucking TV. Because, oh my god, so I have a grad night story. That's not mine. I didn't go to grad night because my school was gonna go to Disneyland. Now, I fucking love Disneyland, but I have had, one of Cody's dads is a teacher, and he's told us, he's like, don't go to grad night. And we're like, why? He's like, it's not like a couple of schools, it's like almost every school in California goes to grad night, so it's even more packed than a normal day at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And, like, the lines are, like, 4 times as long. There's concerts going on everywhere. Like, unless you... And I don't like big groups of people. So, like, normal Disneyland gives me anxiety, but I have fun, so that just didn't sound like fun. But, so I didn't go to my grad night. But my brother's school got banned from grad night. You want to know why?
Ooh.
Got banned? Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to hear this.
I need to know this.
Okay, so, because I remember he's like, yeah, we're going to Six Flags. I'm like, why aren't you going to Disneyland? He's like, oh, because the year you graduated, our school set Mickey Mouse on fire.
Oh,
Yes,
no!
yeah, someone set the guy in the Mickey suit on fire.
Oh no!
oh my god.
He was okay, but yeah, the school's banned from Disneyland for like ever now.
Obviously.
Six Flags is better.
I have a story about my graduation.
Okay, go.
When I went to go to actually like get my diploma and everything, like, you know, it was all fine, it was all going great. I go back to get my diploma from the ladies at the desk, and they had told me, oh, are you sure you were supposed to graduate because we don't have your diploma anywhere?
That happened to me! I almost cried!
So I had to go to my counselor to like talk to her about it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's weird. You got an award and everything, so I don't know why they wouldn't have your diploma." And she was supposed to call me back. It's been a year now. She still haven't gotten it.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh, I had
I
some...
got
I mean, I'm
mine
still
the night of,
considered
so.
a graduate.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
I just don't have it.
I had something like that happen to me too, because my school did it because it was a graduating class of a fucking 1,000 people. So they were like, yeah, you're not picking up your diploma today, come back in like 2 weeks. So I went back to the school to pick up my diploma, and they were like, Michelle Porter, we don't see you here. And I like almost started crying. I was like, are you telling me it was all a lie? Like, I worked hard.
Oh.
And then my counselor was like, oh, where's your diploma? And I just look at him, I'm like, I don't know! It's why I'm here! And then they found it. They found
Oh,
it.
thank God.
I apparently,
At least they found it.
my luck, it fell through the folder.
Oh.
So they pulled out the P's, and I wasn't there because my thing fell like through. So it was in the weird cabinet thing they had, but it wasn't in the P folder, and I almost cried. I'm still not gonna lie. Like, I was so proud graduating, and I felt so happy, and then being told it might have been a lie like broke me.
I
would've
thought I
felt
was
the
gonna
same
cry
way.
if my aunt wasn't there. Because I had her talk to the ladies.
Surprisingly, my mom didn't cry. I was very surprised about that.
My parents
'Cause
didn't
she's-
cry either.
I was like,
No,
how
I
did
did
you
not.
not cry after seeing how much work I've gone through? Like, and especially like, because the reason we weren't sure if I was gonna graduate on time is because 9th grade I like failed every single class because of health issues.
That was me in
That
third
was
grade.
me! It was
Yeah,
9th
yeah.
grade too, except I had like stalker issues, so.
No. Okay, so like, I had like health issues going on, and like my school wouldn't take my doctor's notes for it.
I know what you're talking about.
And it like that's the reason I switched schools, because like that was the time where I was figuring out that I had chronic migraines, and they weren't like helping me at all. They were being like, are you
Okay,
sure?
I have to wait. You have chronic migraines too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you get the ones that make you vomit? Because that's what I get when I have a chronic migraine. Like, if I don't go immediately to sleep, which is hard because you're in a shit ton of pain, I vomit and it sucks.
Yeah, no. Recently I got 3 shots in my head because for the past like 5 years I've had a headache. So they were trying to like stop it. I got 2 in the back of my head and 1 above my eyebrow to try and reset it. It helped for a couple of days, but hopefully I'm gonna be getting a medicine that does work for me if my insurance will take it this time. So that's another story. I was very upset about that because they wouldn't like cover the medicine for it, and it made me very upset. I was like, the one medicine that works in like the first 5 years, you're not gonna cover. So we just like talked to the neurologist and everything today. So
Well, hey, that's good. But at least you know what it is, because like, mine wasn't really medical issues. I mean, I had chronic migraines. I didn't have them that bad to where they lasted for a year. The worst I ever had him last was a week, and I, like, had to go to the hospital for that. So the fact that you weren't, like, constantly hospitalized is already a surprise to me. But
oh no, I've been to like the hospital a lot.
okay.
Just because like I don't have medication that works, so when they get really bad, I have to go to the hospital, and then I get like panic attacks.
Me, I swear to God.
No, like it's like really bad because like last time I went, I was like, they like had put the IV in and put the medicine in, and I was like, Mom, I can't do this. I want to go home. She was like, you just need to calm down. And she was like, let me call the nurse. So, like, what if this is a side effect of the medicine? I was like, no, I don't want to have, like, a panic attack in front of the nurse. And I eventually, like, calmed myself down because usually anxiety medicine messes with me.
When you get panic attacks because you're worrying about getting panic attacks.
Yes!
Exactly.
Yes!
Or like you're worried about making like yourself look bad or like something along those lines, and then you get a panic attack, and then it just spirals.
Exactly. That's what happens to me every time I go to the hospital because I work myself up, and it's bad.
Anxiety! It's such a beautiful disease.
I know.
I managed to give myself a panic attack over going to the rent fair because I was so excited. It turned into anxiety for some random reason.
My God.
Sounds like me.
I have another story from grad night.
Okay, go.
So I had a headache, which not uncommon for me. So I was like, and they had coffee there. I was like, oh, I'll have some coffee. That usually helps. And I
tell people that real quick. I tell people that because like I'll have a migraine and I'm like, I need some caffeine. They're like, that'll make it worse. I'm like, bitch, I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Like the medicine that I used to take had caffeine in it to help me, but I accidentally ended up having 5 cups.
Okay, wait, hold on. Back to how do you accidentally have 5 cups?
Okay. They're like little cups.
You're on your 5th.
No, they're like little cups, and I was so like into the music, I just kept like going back and forth between and then like
was it hot coffee or iced coffee?
It was hot coffee.
Okay.
So I was like just downing them because I was like, I would down one and be like, all right, I'll wait 10 minutes. This is not helping. I need more. And so I accidentally ended up having 5 cups, and then I got like, usually I'm weird and coffee like makes me tired.
Me,
for some reason.
Yes.
And so like
it's weird. If I have it right when I wake up, it wakes me up. But if I can have a cup of coffee and go to bed.
Only thing that wakes me up is soda.
No, I like the exact opposite happened. I got like super shaky and I'm super energetic, so I ended up standing in a corner with a couple of my friends, or like they sat at a booth, like because it had like a alcohol booth thing, but the alcohol was locked up, so we were able to sit there, and they were sitting there, and I was on the other side, and I was literally singing at the top of my lungs and dancing for 2 hours straight.
Ooh.
And I did not realize it had been 2 hours. Time flew by, but I was having a great time.
Well, that's
like,
good.
The best night I've had in like the past 10 months. So I was really happy. And like, but I got home and like my thighs were like, oh my God, why would you do that? Why would you? And then I had to go to work next day, and I was like waddling around work.
I did that once.
I'll just die. Oh, just so you guys know, Julia already said it in the chat, but she's got Ace Cat. Sorry. Oops.
Betrayal.
I'm sorry. Your thing says Julia on your thing, and I derped.
No. Midgie, why?
Why what?
Why? Anonymity.
It was an accident. It says Julia on your thing.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Well,
Ace.
I would like people to refrain from calling me that.
I know. I that's my bad. I'm sorry.
Get it.
I was saying, I'm sorry. Shit. Ace has to leave soon.
Oh.
I feel like an asshole now. I'm sorry. I really am.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I didn't mean to. It says your name on the thing, and that's all I read. I'm like, shit. Quaz.
It's a change of topic. I've just looked local games, the local GameStop equivalent over here, and I can see the Power Armor edition of Fallout 76, and it does look pretty amazing.
Yeah, of course the Australian version will still have it. I don't live there, Scott!
You could probably get it dirt cheap over here, because, what, 300 of my dollars is like 200 of yours?
Yeah, it's still $200 though.
Yeah.
I can text Cody and be like, hey, my Australian friend might be able to get you an Australian copy.
24 collectible figures, glow-in-the-dark map.
I know,
Ooh.
he was... Okay, seriously though. That conference made me straight. I was like so hyped. Freaking Todd Howard cursed. My day was made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. What's so funny though is do you guys watch Pro Jared by any chance?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually have not seen him.
He's really funny. I like his stuff.
He's a good dude.
He was talking about how he's like, I don't know how Todd Howard went from meme to God, because there was even like a guy in the audience, because like Christian and I, we were like listening. We were kind of like watching it and listening at the same time to the thing.
Yeah.
And people in the freaking stands were like chanting his name. We're like, who? When did Todd Howard become a god?
He's reached the Shia LaBeouf status.
Right. Oh, but guess what I found out? Pastel is really good friends with Pro Jared's wife. I didn't know that.
So cool.
And I'm like, that's so neat. And she's like, yeah, she's super into the cosplay community. Which is why it was really sad, because when their house got, like, I think, like, their roof caved in or something, like, all of his wife's cosplay stuff got destroyed.
Oh,
That's horrid.
Yeah, they had to move and everything. I think they
so
live in...
sad.
I know, so, like, and he felt so bad, like, as you could hear when he was talking about it, where he was saying, like, you know, like, all my stuff is fine, but all of my wife's stuff got destroyed, and I'm like, oh!
Very cry.
Yeah, this was a couple of months back, it's why they moved. It's on his channel. Yeah, their roof had a leak, and it just caved in. Like, they were fine, they weren't hurt, but, like, I think there was asbestos or something, and, like I remember he said it, like, his house was contaminated. Like, I felt so bad. But,
Oh, heck.
but, yeah, no, seriously, E3, man. E3.
I'm honestly really excited for the new Elder Scrolls.
I fucking screamed. Like, Christian was like, ow. I full on lost it when I saw they had announced Elder Scrolls 6. I was like, yeah!
They can finally
I
stop
can
selling
confirm that
Skyrim.
my ears were hurt.
I know.
I
Okay,
hate
though.
to say I'm more excited for that than I am for Fallout.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm more excited for that than I am for Fallout. I'm excited for Fallout, but like to me, Elder Scrolls was higher than Fallout for me. Like, a lot of people like fighting me because I like Fallout 3 over Fallout New Vegas. And they're like, why? New Vegas is better. I'm like, once I became the god of Vegas, it wasn't fun anymore. Like, I didn't have fun playing the game. I can do other things too, but that was me. Okay, what happened though with the Kingdom Hearts audio for like when they had the Kingdom Hearts thing? I'm like, there's something wrong here. Like, there's sound effects missing.
Oh no.
Because you hear them talking and like doing attacks, but you don't hear the attack, but you heard the like grunts. So I'm like, there's something missing here, Square Enix.
Oh no.
But, oh.
10 out of 10.
I'm excited because I saw that they're gonna have like. Oh wait, no, I forgot. We can't bring up Kingdom Hearts stuff because Sky doesn't want to know about it.
I don't want to know until I have the game in front of me.
I know,
Then I'll just cry in my room.
All right, I forgot. Okay, I stopped myself. We're good here. Okay. What else was there? But I'm iffy on the mobile game thing that they announced, just because like, I mean, it's cool that they're gonna have it on like PC and Switch and everything else and mobile, but like, I feel weird because I feel like that would just destroy your phone battery. Because like the graphics they showed were like great graphics for a phone game.
I remember when they put the newest Final Fantasy on mobile, that thing just killed your battery like it was nothing.
Wait, they put a Final Fantasy game on mobile?
Yes, 15,
Yeah.
the bad one.
Why'd they put that on like a full like it's a full Final Fantasy
No,
game?
it's got a pocket edition, so it's got really, really simple chibi sprites.
But why?
I'm not sure. Money?
It wasn't selling because it's a bad game.
15. Is 15 the boy band one?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know it was a bad one. Anna seems to fucking love it.
I enjoy it.
I don't.
I like the on hard mode though.
I have issues with the stories and the characters and the all of the things.
I at least want to try it out myself before I come to it.
I just love you, Sky. You're just so blunt.
I know,
it's beautiful.
right? It's like, oh, well, I like it. Well, I hate it. It's like, oh, okay. No, it's fine.
It's part of the Aussie.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. I swear to God.
That's fantastic.
Strong opinion is good.
Well, what's his face? When
I'd
the...
really rather have bluntness than just,
If we all have the same opinion.
say it.
This is true. It's like that's why I like having my friends and talking about opinions. Because I'm a very opinionated person.
Me too.
It's
Literally.
like people ask me my opinion. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. Okay.
Exactly.
Speaking about
Unfortunately, I fear I am not the best at being opinionated.
I mean, you're pretty opinionated with me. You're honest about stuff.
My mom asks me like opinions about design things a lot, and I'm just like, I don't know.
PK. Fucking PK.
What?
It's in the
Yes,
it's in the
I
YouTube
do.
chat.
Hey, what you doing?
Oh my god. What was I gonna say? I think I talked about this before, but the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played was the 13 one.
Yeah, one of the other bad ones.
Yeah, and it was terrible because I had just gotten my
When
surgery.
you were
So
trapped playing?
yeah, when I was trapped playing it, I was so confused. I didn't have fun, and I'm like, this is Final Fantasy. This is trash. And then all of my friends are like, no, you played the worst one at the time.
It wasn't the best first impression. I mind you, I've not played that one myself either.
All I know is that everyone's like, don't worry, the second one's better. And I hate that excuse, because I hear that a lot from my friends who read books too, where they're like, don't worry, Michelle, when you get to the 5th book, it's great. And I'm like, I'm not gonna read through 4 things of trash for it to get good at the end.
The end is great. The end
I
is
know
great.
exactly how you feel.
It's worse when they say, if you dedicate 80 plus hours into this thing, it gets good. Like, I don't have 80 plus hours.
Right?
I worked 80 plus hours.
And then there's me who reads Homestuck in less than a month. I finished today.
Oh, you finished the Homestick?
I finished it. I now know the Homestucks.
You mean the Obama comic?
They what?
Homestuck came out when Obama was president, and it stopped when he became president.
Oh.
Like, it came out when he became president, and then... I only know this because, like, a lot of my Homestuck friends were like, guys, Obama's the Homestuck president. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, it started when he became president, and the last one was when he was leaving, and I'm like, oh my god.
It was tied to his life force.
I've just been told by someone, though, that theoretically there's going to eventually be more.
I'm not surprised with the whole hive swap thing.
I mean, the ending is somewhat open, so it makes sense.
I have not read Homestuck.
I tried.
It takes a long time.
I got literally to the part where the Earth exploded, and then I was done. Which is like right away.
Yeah, the Earth exploding is just the beginning.
My sister read it, and she tried to get me to read it, and I was like, I can't do this.
I mean, it's totally not for everyone, but if you can dig it into it, and if you're stubborn enough to want to know what happens, which I am stupidly stubborn with stories, I've made myself sit through a movie that I hated because I had to see the ending.
Okay, no, that's me. That's actually how I finished a really shitty series. This is before I got into my really bad porn books that I found online. Like, this is like before that. So I got into this series, and it had a good start, but here's where I was tricked. So, it was one of those YA series where it's not numbered. So my first book in the series I thought was great. Turns out it was like the third book in the series.
I hate
But
when
like,
that
but I didn't
happens.
feel like bad, so I read on from there. I'm like, this isn't so bad. But then I read the first couple books, and I'm like, this is trash.
Why?
Yep.
Like if I had started with those, I wouldn't have. But then like I got to like, and the books were getting worse. Like as time went on, like that, like first I'll say
Oh, no.
the first one I read, and then like the two after that were good. But every other one after that, I'm like, oh my god, why? But I had to finish it. I got so far. And I finished it, and it was trash.
Oh, I'm like that all the time.
Cause
I'm one of those people where if I want to watch something, read something, anything like that, I have to binge it all in one go.
me,
I'm a binger.
it's become
I
like
am
yeah.
too.
It's become like a really bad habit of mine.
I just binged watched all of Steven Universe.
Oh, we can't
I
talk.
did
We,
that
we
when I
can't
was
talk
traveling
about
We can't
spoilers
talk.
though,
4 hours.
because
Right.
Christian's not caught up, so we can't talk about it. But I know how you feel. 'Cause that was me. Like I tried getting into the Steven Universe when it came out, and it was also the first episode I ever saw was probably one of the worst episodes. I'm noticing this trend. Because the very first episode of Steven Universe I ever saw was the stupid episode where like Steven gets a wand and
Oh,
like
that
makes a bunch of things.
Oh, that one.
Anything with Onion or Ronaldo is just the worst.
I know, so I watched it and I'm like, this is terrible, why do people like it? And then I just didn't think about it until the whole Garnet's a Fusion thing came out. And then I was like, oh, this seems pretty interesting, and that made me go back and watch the series.
I don't like Ronaldo episodes either, but I watch them.
I hate him.
I watch
Yeah.
them because he predicts things.
He's
I don't
right!
like-
That's the worst part, like, he's an asshole, but he's right.
I don't care. I skim over him like so hard. I was super salty about the Bloodstone thing. I'm like, yeah, Bloodstone, and it's Rock Ronaldo.
Okay,
It's like, are
with
you
the Bloodstone thing, hold on, I actually know, because I have some friends on the inside. So, this is a real thing that's come out. The Crewniverse were so pissed with that poster. They did not make that poster. Cartoon Network did.
Oh yeah, I mean that figures.
So the
Cartoon
episode-
Network's
the
been
ep-
doing that repeatedly.
Yeah. So the episode was still called Bloodstone, but the poster was made by the Cartoon Network marketing department. The Crewniverse like did not sign off on it, and they openly said they did not want that to be the poster for the episode. And Cartoon Network was like, "We're gonna do it anyway," and they're like, "You're the reason they hate us."
Yep.
yeah. I
Cartoon Network's doing an awful thing to Steven Universe.
exactly.
I don't get it. I don't, because it's only Steven Universe. I have not seen this with literally any of their other shows.
Well, that's because all
Me
their other shows are
either.
garbage.
But you know what I mean. It doesn't
Like
make
how
sense
it's
to me.
like I'm not gonna say what it was, but like the big leak.
Yeah, no, I
That
know what you're talking
happened.
about.
The quote unquote leak.
Leak.
Still going.
That made me so mad. Like, not at the Crewniverse, but like
At Cartoon Network. Yeah, because, okay,
I was
pretty much,
so mad.
because what happened, Christian, you'll be fine because you're not caught up. This isn't a spoiler, because you'll be fine. You'll be watching it online, I'm assuming. They had 2 episodes back to back. So they played the first episode, and right after the first episode, when the credits were rolling, there was a little sneak peek for the episode literally coming up next, and they had a giant-ass spoiler for that episode before the episode even started.
Why would you do that?
And everybody lost it. They were like, "Are you kidding me?" So everyone watching it live got the big twist before actually seeing the episode because Cartoon Network showed it.
Yeah.
So stupid.
That's not the one that it was.
Oh, here,
The other one.
here, message me privately on Discord so I can see what you're talking about.
Right.
Just so I know which one you're talking about.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on.
Oh, wait.
designs
Is
for the
it the like? It pretty much looks like a season finale. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about then.
I'm gonna uncoil my wire real quick.
It
good.
looks like it looks like something that is for like towards the end of the show.
Yeah, like yeah, and honestly, unless what's the show being discussed? Steven Universe. Sorry, someone in the chat was asking about that. Unless it's literally a fucking dream, I'm calling shenanigans, and that's that's a leap in its own right.
That's true.
Like that would be the only excuse, and it's not a good excuse.
Honestly, this leak reminds me of the big Sherlock leak that they had for season 4, where they ruined the entire final episode.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is that the one where he came back and he wasn't really dead? No, that's season 3.
No, season 4. Like the very last, the one that just came out.
Oh, I haven't seen season 4 then. I didn't know there was a season 4. Christ!
I joined the fandom just as season 4 came out.
Oh, I love Benedict Cumberbatch.
I do too.
I like him in Doctor Strange.
I like him too.
Yeah.
Everybody shat on him as Doctor Strange, and I like him as Doctor Strange.
I think he looks a lot better with facial hair, to be honest.
No,
Like,
same.
My personal opinion, I think he looks
He
good
pulls
with
it
the
off.
facial hair.
My brother
I
was
don't
such a pill about when Doctor Strange was announced and Benedict Cumberbatch was announced as Doctor Strange, because he's like, you only care about seeing it because Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be the actor and you like Benedict Cumberbatch, which I did. I still do. But I was like, no, I'm excited about Doctor Strange because I literally went and researched him for fanfic reasons, and then I fell in love with him.
Okay, hold on real quick. Christian was trying to say something. Yeah, Christian?
I don't remember what he looked like without facial hair.
Oh, okay.
It's worse.
I was one of those people that was low-key a little mad about it, but I still went to see it just to see how if it was gonna bomb or if it was gonna be pretty good, and it was actually pretty good. I was glad I went.
So this is gonna sound really bad, but it's me, so I don't fucking care. I was the same way, because I love Benedict Cumberbatch as an actor, but I was like, I don't think his voice matches Doctor Strange, at all. And then I heard him as, Doctor Strange. I'm like, wow, you sound like a completely different person.
Exactly.
And so then I was okay. Once I heard him talk, it was okay.
Have you guys seen Infinity War yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Have we all seen it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Oh.
So you can spoil
Christian.
for Sky. She doesn't care.
Christian, have you seen it?
What's Christian?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so are we gonna talk about Infinity War spoilers?
But has everyone in the chat seen it?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Infinity War spoilers. Mute
Yeah, here.
yourselves.
Infinity War spoilers. Spoilers coming for Avengers. Mute. I'll type when it's safe.
Protect your ears.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait a couple minutes. Make sure. Okay.
That's my grandpa in the background if you can hear him.
Hi, grandfather. Okay. Spoiler time. Alright, so let's talk about Infinity War.
Yeah.
I cried so
Okay,
hard.
I was good
until
Peter killed me. That's what I did. Yeah, I
and
was.
he ad-libbed that apparently.
How?
You know what?
No.
They just told him you're one of the ones who's not gonna make it, and then his scene came up and he ad-libbed it, and that's what
Those are
happened.
my favorite performances. when they're just
You
like,
want to know which
"Here's the
one
thing."
broke me?
Which one?
Steve going, Bucky's dead. That broke me.
Wait, did he actually? Wait. Did he actually say Bucky's dead?
Yeah, or Bucky's gone.
Okay, I heard Bucky's gone. Yeah, that killed me too.
It's like Bucky is one of my favorite Marvel characters. I love Bucky. I love Sebastian Stan. I love his character because he reminds me of some of my own characters, but differently. And so I have a connection to him. I love him with my entire heart. And then when that happened, I was like, my mom looked over at me and she was like, "Are you actually crying right now?" I'm like, "Yes."
Okay, you know what though? So, I was ruined for Peter's death. I didn't know how he was gonna die, but my freaking father-in-law came in and was like, "Oh my god, did you hear Peter died in Infinity War?" And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was so mad.
I needed more reasons to be mad at your in-laws.
I know. I was so mad. He's that kind of person, though. He's done that with a lot of stuff that we just stop. Anyway, but so I already knew that, but it still broke me. But what like shocked me was Loki's death. Not that he not that he died, but the way they showed how he died. I was like,
I
Thanos?
it to be a little bit longer.
But wait, Thanos saying no resurrections this time. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means beforehand, when like the attack on New York thing was happening, he was torturing Loki, and before then he had died a couple times, but they had resurrected him, and I died.
I didn't think of that. Oh my god! I didn't.
I'm like a huge Marvel fan, and I love like the quote unquote villains.
Yeah.
So like, I do a lot of research on it, and
I mean, okay, I like to call myself a Marvel fan, but I was like always more into X-Men. For me, it was like X-Men, Spider-Man, and Batman. Those were my childhood.
Oh my god, I just
Spider-Man.
remembered Spider-Man's Peter Parker in Infinity War. And I was just...
I feel really bad. Everything's so sad in Infinity Wars, but they've already got, contracted movies for a lot of the characters that are...
No, we know that a lot of this is fixable, but it's still
I know. It makes me...
That's rubs all of it for me.
No, I will agree. I'll agree. They're like, oh yeah, we announced Black Panther 2. Bye, T'Challa. I'm like, wait, what? You just announced you're making a second one.
I was super surprised that they took out T'Challa, because I'm like, he just had a movie.
A good one.
Everyone adores him.
Oh my god, Black Panther was so good. I saw it after Infinity War, which is probably like a bad idea. It was a bad idea. But the thing that they
all the hope and the happiness, and then you're like, oh, he's gone.
You know what? I don't care. I make dumb decisions and I own up to them. But I really loved it. I loved it.
Oh my god, though. Have you guys seen Deadpool 2 yet?
I haven't.
I haven't even gotten to see the first one.
What?
I was gonna go.
They went without me whenever the first one was going
Dude! Okay, do you have an Amazon... Wait, hold on. Do you have an Amazon Prime account?
I don't know if it's Prime, but yes, I do have Amazon.
You can rent it for like $3 on Amazon and watch it right now.
That's not a bad idea.
Because that's what I did. I mean, I saw it when it came out. Technically, Cody proposed to me at Deadpool, so...
Oh, no.
Yeah, we went on Valentine's Day when Deadpool came out, and he took me to the mall. That was our very first date. And, like, everyone was there. Like, all of our friends and family were there. I was fucking crying. I had no idea. I thought we were just gonna go see fucking Deadpool.
You want to know a fun fact about me?
Yeah.
I have one of the Deadpool, like, in the stores where they put the movies on and stuff.
Oh, did you get one of the Walmart covers for the Deadpool thing?
No, I have, like, the bookcase type thing where they would stack the Blu-rays.
The little shelfie thing.
That is so
the
cool.
Box shelf thing.
I got it from my brother-in-law because he worked at a Safeway in town, and they had it, and he was like, I want it, and then he didn't have enough room for it in his apartment, and then he gave it to me because I love Deadpool.
Oh no, what's PK up to?
Ah, PK!
PK, what are you doing? PK, what have you done?
No, since I accidentally dropped frickin' Ace Cat's name, PK just sent me this.
Oh no. Oh no.
You fucking A, PK.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I'm gonna see if I can fucking show it. It's like full screen.
So good. Butter.
Me, she.
I cry.
Furry or funny.
My cat has heard me moaning and is coming to check on me.
Oh, kitty.
Hi, girl. Are you gonna stompy?
Hold on, wait, what was it, Christian?
Oh, I was reading them.
Oh yeah, everybody's name. Yeah.
I see Angle.
Angle.
Oh.
That's what
and I
Oh
just
my cat!
and I just realized.
Yeah,
like,
you're funny Christianity. Other one because I can't see the name. Oh no, you're seeing my desktop. Hold on, I have to put it back up.
I like
Sorry.
that I'm flopped on the floor.
So is Deadpool your favorite because of that memory? Yeah, pretty much. I'm not gonna lie.
That makes sense. That
I
makes
mean, it's
perfect
still a
sense.
great movie
Yeah.
because like I wasn't expecting the first Deadpool movie, but now we can't talk about it because Christian hasn't seen it. But
Oh,
you'll
no.
see it. You'll see it, so then we can talk about it next month because it's great.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Anyway,
let's do that.
but
I want to see the second one, hopefully by then too.
hopefully you will. It's been out a while. We might be good.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? My brain. Oh, so I know you said you guys are Marvel fans. Is anybody excited for the Venom movie? Because I am.
I am.
Yes,
I wanna
it's
see
about
I'm
time.
one of those people who really love Venom, and like are considered monsters. Or I really love Venom. I love its design in the movie.
Mhm.
And I would get with that.
Okay.
Just starting to
he
hero movies.
would treat me right. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was salty and livid at the Venom depiction in Spider-Man 3. I was
Oh no, we don't.
livid.
We don't talk about Spider-Man 3, okay? That
I
movie.
was
Okay,
so
no,
mad.
that
My
okay.
favorite meme. I
You-
put it on when I'm sick.
Do you know what that movie? My friend in high school made that movie so much better because she pointed out the racism and it made me die. Because it came out when I was in high school. She's like, "Yeah, don't you get it? It's racist." I'm like, "How?" She's like, "Peter Parker only learned how to dance when he was black." Oh, I lost it. I'm like, "Oh my god!" Dude, I fucking screamed, and I'm like, they're like, but I'm right. And I'm like, no, he's emo. Why'd you have to say it like that? That's what he is. He does the emo hair thing. He's fucking emo Peter Parker.
I keep forgetting. Are they?
I don't remember Spider-Man 3. I was really young when it came out.
Okay, Spider-Man 3 was the one where it's the clusterfuck movie. I feel really bad because the director was forced to use Venom like he didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be, because I find it funny because the director of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, he's the same director who made Evil Dead.
I liked the first two. I know people have problems with the second one, but I actually really liked the depiction of Doc Ock in that.
I did too. Honestly, Spider-Man 2 is probably like one of still to this day one of the best Spider-Man movies. I like new Spider-Man, but I just the character development and the feels in Spider-Man 2.
And I felt like the Garfield Spider-Man got the Spider-Man aspect right, and then the Peter Parker aspect was off.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Like I was like, why do we have hipster Spider-Man?
He's so hipster, but at least he's sass when he's Spider.
It's and I got nothing wrong with Andrew Garfield. He's a good actor. But what happened with Spider-Man 3 is the director wanted just Sandman. He just wanted Sandman, and then he wanted it to go into Green Goblin. But then
Just one villain would be good.
But then Sony was like, "Oh no, you need Venom." And he's like, and the guy openly said, the director's like, "I don't know Venom. I don't know the Venom story. I know the Sandman story, and I know the Harry Osborn as Green Lantern, as Green Goblin." And then they were like, "Okay, but you're gonna put Venom in there." So that's why Venom was so bad. Was the director he said he didn't know anything about Venom.
Basically, he didn't.
Yeah, it
The
shows.
whole movie was
didn't
just
know.
a mess.
Basically, they told him to do something he didn't know how to do, and the natural result ended up happening.
Yeah.
That's a mood.
What's funny though, which I liked, was there was supposed to be a Spider-Man 4 where he fought the Vulture. Like he had that whole thing planned out. And then that never happened. And then they just totally skipped that for the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. And then
Yeah, the lizard was weird in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
I cried because the lizard was like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he's a cool character.
He's a great guy, but yeah, I'm like,
The way they portrayed him was so...
well, okay, here's what I didn't like. I didn't like they portrayed him and Electro as both nuts. I'm like, they're not both nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you making them both nuts?
And I mean, the lizard has the whole Dr. Jekyll,
Mr. Hyde
thing going on. He's not evil as himself.
And I don't know, maybe I'm like, where's my hobgoblin? Everyone forgets about that poor guy.
Hobgoblin, that orange
I know.
candy cane colored goat.
I actually know, well, rudimentary, but I know of him.
Right? Freaking Hobgoblin. That's why because when freaking Green Goblin came out, everyone was like, it's the Hobgoblin. And the Hobgoblin's like, this guy stole my face! It's like one of the best things ever in Spider-Man. Hobgoblin came first.
Now that I didn't know, but
Yeah,
then again, I didn't really... But then again, I didn't really think about who came first.
I mean, it's fine. The Spider-Man lore is fucking weird. I mean, Mary Jane ends up going into a dimension in a lake into another universe. It's like, what the fuck even happened?
Comics.
That just seems like a comic thing in general.
It's a comic thing, but it also happened in the animated show. I remember because I watched the old animated show, and so I remember being like, they're gonna finally make sense of this. And then it happens, and I'm like, nope. Still doesn't make sense.
Wait, guys.
Yeah.
Did you see Into the Spider-Verse trailer?
Oh, yes.
I saw
It
that.
looks so good.
I love it. I love
I
it.
want to see it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I love that they have freaking, what's her name? I know it's Gwen Stacy, but I think her Spider-Man name is like Ghost Spider or something.
Ooh.
I don't remember her name. I just call her Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen. That's what everyone gets.
Yeah, that's what everyone calls her, so that's what I knew her as.
That was
And I
pretty much
saw her in
all
there, and I was like, oh, I want to cosplay her so bad.
Oh, I'm wrong. I guess Ghost Spider's somebody else. What is Gwen? I know she's, but she has a name. I know it's not just.
It's not just Spider-Woman.
It's not just Spider-Gwen.
That's another one.
Yeah, Spider-Woman's a whole nother one. Oh, the Spider-Verse. But I'm so ready. I love that animation style they're going with.
Me too.
Like
it
the,
looks so nice.
The weird, like, stop-motion CGI stuff.
Yeah.
I have a deep appreciation for stop motion because, like, when I was in 5th grade, I tried to do it, and oh, it's so hard. It's so hard.
Stop motion's beautiful.
Like,
I love it.
It's tedious. It's tedious.
It's so tedious. Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, you could look at the chat because PK did something else.
I just saw it.
Thank you, PK.
PK, what have you done?
I love these.
Oh my gosh.
Them all.
Does that mean? Oh, PKY! No, in the chat, PK's like, since Peter in Infinity War didn't feel so good, does that mean that every spider in the Spider-Verse doesn't feel good too? Cry!
What? I'm like,
Well, PK.
I think about that line, or that dialogue, every time I wake up, and I have a little cry, and then I go about my day. And there's another little cry coming.
Google says she's literally called Ghost Spider. Oh, so I was right. Okay, then Google sent me somewhere else. So I thought.
Well,
Wait, no, I'm so ready. But I also want my man Spider, okay? I want fucked up mutant Peter Parker. It's all I want.
that
Oh my
reminded me
gosh!
of one of the
Peter
costumes.
Parker.
Really?
That reminded me of one of the costumes that are available in the Amazing Spider-Man game.
Wait, they have a
You
costume
know-
of it?
Yeah, it's like he's partially mutated.
Yeah,
into
he's got
a
like
spider.
he's got like the 4 arms, right?
Well, not the 4 arms, just the face of a spider.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh!
shit, they went that far.
Yeah.
You know what was my shit when I was little?
But
The Fantastic Four series.
Okay,
Like,
okay. Why
I
do
know-
people shit on him so bad? I like those movies.
And
The
my
first
sister was
two,
like,
yeah, I like that.
one time my sister was like, I've liked Chris Evans longer. You can't like him. And then I remembered recently, I was like, I loved him in Fantastic Four. What are you talking about?
He was one of the best parts.
I know.
No,
and I'm
but
like,
you know what fucking killed me? Is the fact that, what's his name? Killmonger was also the Human Torch in the bad Fantastic Four movie. And they were like, guys, Marvel's taking people from the bad Fan Four Stick movies and putting them in good stuff.
yeah.
But Fantastic Four, it wasn't that bad. I liked it. Like little kid me loved it. I was like, I want to say like 4 or 5 when it came out.
God.
Well,
I'm young, okay. I'm only 18. Leave me alone.
Oh God.
I am a small. I don't look 18 though. I look like freaking 15 or 16.
I was
Oh, I
about
get
to
mistaken
say,
for
I'm like, you
14.
say that now. Wait till you're like 20. So I'm turning 26. I'm old. So
I am 26 already.
I know, but your birthday's in February. We're the same age. You're just in February. I'm in November.
Yeah. I'm just slightly earlier.
Yes.
But
Oh my God, though.
for
But
the
like,
most part,
I had to go to my brother's school for his graduation because he's also 18, and I'm like seeing all these like little girls graduating, and I'm like, yo, you look like you're a child.
No, look, I'll send you pictures from my graduation. I have pictures, and I guess I kind of do look older because I like got myself a wig because the cap didn't look good with my super short hair. I looked bald, but like I don't look 18 usually.
No, don't worry. People still ask me if I'm in high school.
I don't look 18.
I haven't been
Like,
here for 4 years.
like at work, there'll be like old men that'll hit on me.
You're so
And
cute.
then- Thank you. But no, there'll be like old men that'll hit on me and they'll call me like doll face or something. And then I'll like go to my coworkers and I'm like, do I even look 18 to you guys? And like, I didn't even know you were 18. I thought you were like 16. And I'm like,
That's even worse.
That's so bad.
I was like,
You look about 18.
Yeah, you look about 18 to me.
with makeup.
I mean,
With
like,
makeup,
I
I
never
look 18.
Oh
But,
God, I'm
like-
really short, so a lot of people assume I'm like a freshman or something.
I
I'm
never
like-
get hit on. I assume it's because I look like a child.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
But
I never
I guess
got
that
I
doesn't
never got
necessarily
hit
work.
on until I was in a relationship. I kid you not. Like I had relationships
Well.
before Cody, but they were all with like friends. I had never been hit on until I was literally in a serious relationship, and it's weird. Like
It is weird.
I've told the Link cosplayer that hit on me. There was the creepy guy at my friend's freaking There was the creepy guy at my friend's college, and then the most recent one was a creepy guy, and Cody let me fucking just stand there, and he's laughing his ass off in the corner of a GameStop.
Cody, rude.
Okay, so here's what happened. I was looking at we were in a GameStop, and we were picking up Dad of Boy. Dad of Boy had just come out. So we were picking up Dad of Boy, and Cody was looking at other stuff while I had the game, but I was also looking at like merch and swag and stuff. And so I was looking, and this guy like comes up to me. Now, I'm a short person. I'm 5'3", okay? I might be like stout and squishy, but I'm short. So this guy's big. He's like taller than Cody. And so he comes up and he's like, do you think this would make a good lamp? And I look at it and I'm like, not really. I mean, it's a cool lamp, but it's not like, it was like a Triforce light box thing. But like for a lamp, it wouldn't really do much. He's like, I have a Game of Thrones lamp. And I'm like, oh, I love Game of Thrones. And he's like, you do? And I'm like, oh God.
Oh no.
Like, I'm trying to be nice. Like, I wasn't like trying to like start deep conversation.
Yeah.
But then the guy's like, yeah, I've never watched it. I'm like, oh, it's good. I've read the books. Like, you read books? I'm like, yeah. And then Cody's like fucking the other end of the freaking GameStop laughing his ass off.
Oh my gosh, this guy sounds like one of the very awkward gamer guys who, whenever there's a girl who has any vague knowledge of anything nerdy, suddenly is like, oh my gosh, a viable candidate.
No, that's exactly what happened. Because, like, oh my God. And the guy was trying to be cute, and I felt really bad, but it was, like, really awkward.
Yeah.
Because, like, they had cappy hats, and he put on a cappy hat. I'm, like, kind of, like, scooting away to try to buy my stuff. And he's like, oh my God, did Mario possess me? And I'm like, oh my God. And, like, the guy behind the counter's laughing his ass off. Cody's laughing his ass off. And I'm just sitting here like, I just want to die. I just want to get my game and leave. Like, I feel really awkward. And then I look at Cody. I'm like, Cody, come here. And he, like, winks at me. And he's just loving this whole thing. And so then, like, and by the way, I'm wearing my engagement ring. Like, I don't take that thing off. So...
That doesn't stop some people.
I know. So I go to pay for my stuff, and I'm, like, talking to the guy. Like, I kind of, like, turn my back to the awkward guy. And I talk to the guy at the counter to pay for my stuff, and I pay for it, and he's like, oh, who's that for? And I'm like, that's for me, I like hack and slashes, and he's like, you do? And then he sees my tattoo, and he's like, is that a Bioshock tattoo? And I'm like, it's my favorite game. And the guy like behind the counter, I think he kind of felt the vibe, so he chimed in to help and like break this weird tension. And like, I tried to like, what if you just think he was awkward? I'm like, no, this guy was awkward. Like he didn't get social cues. And then
I know the type.
And so
I've seen
he's
action.
like, how many BioShock games have you played? I'm like, I've played all of them. They're my favorite game series of all time. And he's like, really? And he's like, and you play Nintendo? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, and you read? And I'm like, yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Viable candidate intensified.
And I know. And the guy's like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, I draw furries. It's the first thing I could think of that would be weird. And he's like, really? And I'm like,
no, that was the wrong answer.
I know. I've got nothing wrong with furries. I need to say this, but like most of my clients back in the day were really furry people, and they're really nice. It's not a bad thing, but I'm like trying to think of things to say, to
get them like.
Well, like I had already at this point I had paid, and I'm waiting, and then Cody walks over, and he's like, "Hey," and the guy's like, "Hey," and the guy keeps talking to me, and then Cody's like, "Good to go," and it's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "While we're leaving," the guy's like, "Hey, can I have your number?" And then Cody's right there.
Oh my god.
And Cody, no, it gets better. Cody like nudges me. He's like, "You should give him your number," and I'm like, "Fucking asshole."
Do I need to fight Cody right now?
I know, and I was like, Cody, why didn't you help me?
Protect, not laugh.
No, what's so bad though is like Cody. I was like, Cody, why didn't you help me? He's like, that guy wasn't gonna hurt you. Let's be honest. I'm like, that's not what I mean. I just want to buy my game, look at some swag, and leave.
You did not sign up for this discomfort.
I came out here to have a good time. I feel so attacked.
Me. And then top it all off, Cody stole Data Boy from me. He played the whole thing. I played like the start of it, and then Cody was having more fun playing it. So I wasn't mad. I had fun watching him play it. But he's like,
well, that's good.
He's like, oh, you want to play it? I'm like, no, I'm having fun just watching you play. But that'd be funnier if he became friends with Cody, right? Like, I don't get. Do I flirt? Like, I don't think I flirt with people, but like this has happened. Like the guy at college, I felt bad for because I guess the guy bought me lunch. So I was in my graphic design class, my really terrible one, and so it was like the first day, and I was sat next to this guy. They're always guys too. I don't know. Never had this issue with girls, but we're talking. And I said something, like we were talking about video games, and oh, he did pixel sprites, that's what it was. I'm like, yeah, I love pixel sprites, like I grew up on the old Mario and Sonic games, and he was like, oh, you like both? I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm weird, I like Mario and Sonic. I don't get why, like, you had to pick. I still don't get that. Why some people like, you can only like Mario, you can only like Sonic, and I'm like, I like both.
I don't get that either, quite honestly.
You just like the things you like.
Right?
Right? Yeah.
And so,
basically.
We're sitting in class, and we're just talking about stuff, we're doing class, and afterwards, he's like, hey, you want to go get lunch? And I'm like, sure. So we go get lunch at the, like, little college cafeteria. He buys me a, like, $3 salad. And we sit down and we keep talking. And I'm, like, having fun. I'm like, this guy's pretty cool. He could be a cool friend. Nothing big deal. He's like, oh, when are you free and stuff? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'll ask my boyfriend and stuff. And the guy's like, oh. And I'm like, what? And he just full on gets his plate and fucking leaves. And I was like,
oh my god.
I hate,
like,
I hate when that...
I was so confused. Really? Have you had that happen?
I've not had that happen, but like on the internet, because like I've been on the internet for a while. There was at one point I had like an Instagram account that had like 1K, which isn't a lot, but like it was for me at the time because I was like 14, 15, and I've had like weird people like DM me and I don't get it right away because it's over text, so I can't really tell what they're meaning by it. And then they're at the time was in a relationship, and they were like, they like asked me something, and I was like, oh no, I'm like visiting my boyfriend or something, and they were like, oh, and then blocked me. So like, I've had that happen, but in like an internet way, and it was
so
I'm sorry, I missed that.
sleazy.
They blocked her.
They blocked me. They blocked me. I was like, why? Why would you? Why? Like, I was having a good time talking to them too. It was like really interesting, and then they blocked me.
PK!
PK! PK drew my story.
I actually think I had something similar to that happen. Except I was actually playing a game, but I was playing as a female character in an MMO.
Oh my god! So people thought you were a chick?
Some people did. Others, I mean, it's not like I go around announcing, "Hey everyone, I'm a boy." I mean, but.
Oh my god, no, I get it, but
And
I
to
just...
be fair, it's an understandable assumption to make.
Oh,
but...
someone let the dog out and did not stick around to let him back in, so I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, okay.
All right, but yeah, it's kind of an understandable assumption to make, but still, you gotta be prepared for the possibility that there's a guy named the female character being played.
I mean, I've had that happen.
And even the opposite too.
That's what I'm saying. I've had that happen to me, not like in a hitting on way, but I remember I was playing like Halo 2 online back when Halo 2 had online on like either the original Xbox or the 360 had just come out. I don't remember which one it was, but like it was when Halo 2 had come out. I was playing Halo 2 online, and like I had gotten on the mic because like my dad had like just gotten a mic, and it was like the coolest thing ever. And so I get on and I'm playing Halo, and I kid you not, like everybody's like, "Oh my god, are you a girl?" And I'm like, yeah. They're like, how old are you? I'm like, I don't fucking remember. When did Halo 2 come out? Hold on. I was young. Halo 2 come out. When did it come out? I don't want to know when the book came out. I want to know. Halo 2 release. No, not Halo Wars 2. Fuck you, I want Halo 2. God damn it, Microsoft. Okay, 2004. So I was
4 years old.
Oh my god! I wasn't that old. I was like a teenager. Let me see. Hold on. 2004.
I was 12 at that
I was 12. Okay, yeah. So I was, yeah. Oh, so hey,
I just let him in.
Since you were at Shield Day, guess
Someone
what?
let him out without.
My brother beat Halo
being
2
around.
while he was 4 too.
Oh, we didn't know where he was. It was her fault.
No, it's your fault.
I actually got into the series probably around the time that Halo 3 came out. It was because my mom had rented the game.
Really? Was it at Blockbuster?
No, I think it was at brain. I think it was at Hastings.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a combination, or at least in ours was a combination bookstore and video rental place / buying.
That's so cool. I wish I had that.
But yeah, Mom had gotten the first one, and we played the whole campaign together.
That's what I did. Like, I played the campaign with my brother Corey, and then my dad played Halo 2 with my brother Brandon. And what was really funny was, like, my dad told people that's like, yeah, my 4-year-old beat Halo 2. And then everyone's like, oh, so you played it for him. And my dad's like, no, little shit literally beat Halo 2. No, my brother, okay, so I'm so proud of my brother. And he is such a great guy. He's the guy I did the live stream with. He's the BMP Gotcha kid. Oh, him. Which is so funny because I still got so many guys like, your brother looks like a hot pootie pie, and I'm like, oh,
he does.
Why? It's my brother. I'm okay with the pootie pie thing.
First to hear.
Beautiful man.
But what's so funny is he's like really, really, really fucking smart. So like that should have been a sign early on. Cause like yeah, like when he got his cause he had to get for his cause he got accepted into a 4-year. I'm super proud. He got a full ride for being a good noodle and not being a dumbass like I was. Cause I was a dumbass, cause it's my fault. So anyway, he's like, so I guess I'm like a genius. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, I guess I'm like top 10 smartest kid in the United States. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, it's weird. I'm like, yeah, that is weird. How do you feel? He's like, I don't feel smart. He's happy. He's happy about it, but it's like, it's really funny to me. So then, like, my dad found it. He's like, see, because my dad knew it like for the longest time too, and kept telling my brother to get tested. My mom didn't want him to get tested. Was when they played Halo 2, my dad told me, he's like, you never realize until your fucking 4-year-old beats you at a game because he's smarter than you. There's a part in Halo 2 where, like, this, like, thing lifts up and there's a fuck ton of little grunts, like, sleeping. Do you know the level I'm talking about? There's, like, a shit ton of them, and they're all, like, sleeping in this thing. And if you get too close, they'll kill you. And there's so many of them, it's really hard to kill. So my dad's like, we kept on this level, and Brandon was like, hey, we need to do this, and he's like, and I didn't listen to my 4-year-old son until finally I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? And he's like, we have to sneak. And he's like, and I watched my fucking 4-year-old crouch down and sneak kill all these little grunts. So I'm sitting here just staring at him. Because he figured it out. I'm a grown-ass man, and I
Yeah.
I wish I could be that smart. I'm smart, but not in, like, academic ways, like school ways.
I have a great sense of common sense, which is funny, because I didn't think I did. I thought it should just be, like, common knowledge, and then I talk to some people, and I'm like, bitch, why?
Exactly. But I think it's also the places that I've grown up in, because, like, I lived in Victorville, California.
You lived in Victorville? Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know exactly where
Victorville
Victorville is.
for a while, so, like, I understand, and, like, I visit there occasionally, because that's where I, like, grew up. I was born in Apple Valley, like, so, like, there's, like, a reason why I know certain things that people in my town don't know, because it's, like, a rich white neighborhood. And then there's some kids in the high school that are like, yeah, we're so hood, blah, blah, blah.
Me! That was my high school! Oh my god.
And I'm not saying that I'm hood or anything, but, like, there has been a lot more that I faced than they have, so, like, it's like, how can you say that when there's, like, places like Victorville?
No, it's
even
so
worse than Victorville. Like, and we live in such a rich white neighborhood. And my sister was like, "Yeah, we live in the hood." I'm like, "We can't live in the hood. This is not."
No, that's not okay. Okay, first of all, Victorville is cheap as hell to live in. But even then, it's cheap as hell to live there. But it's still nice and well off. There's just nothing in Victorville.
Exactly.
That's why it's so cheap. There's nothing in Victorville. It's like you get like a school and a shopping center. Because I have a friend who literally had to move to Victorville because his sister just got a nursing job and she has 2 kids, and she's like, wanted to buy a house. Only way to buy a house is go to fucking Victorville.
Exactly. And then I lived in Bullhead, Arizona for a while. And that was like the second longest place I lived. That's where, like, I grew up and learned things. And so, like, I, like, come here and I'm like, wow, this is a really nice place. And then I hear kids being like, this is so hood. I'm like, this is nothing like...
I had that at my high school, like, and what made me mad was I'm sitting here, like, all those kids who were like, yeah, I'm gangsta, I'm hood. And I'm like, I'm representing the Kanye West shirts, and I'm like, you bought a $300 white shirt.
Exactly.
But you're talking about how hard your life is. You have an iPhone when iPhones came out, but you're talking about how hard your life is. Like, I went through a lot in high school, and a lot of other things too through my childhood, and, like, I didn't think my parents had money. And then there were these people who clearly had money, and they lived in, like, the multi-million-dollar houses in that area, but then they're like, oh no, I'm hood. And then I remember, like, Jesus Christ. So, there was this guy who I was in school with, and we weren't friends, but he smoked pot in the quad, and then was surprised he got arrested.
Oh my god. I can say something right now, but I'm not gonna say it, because it's probably not something I should say on the internet.
It's okay, I get you.
But it's like, when that happens, and it's like, why would you do that?
Right? That's like, what I'm saying. I'm like,
that's
what?
like the place where the most likely place you would get caught.
Right?
It's so dumb. Like, some people are like, so, I just like, where is your common sense? Like, exactly, like, I'm smart in a common sense way. That's where I've learned it. Like,
honestly, and as bad as it is to say, I would not trade my common sense for book smarts any day, because I have another I have another family member who is very, very book smart and has zero common sense.
Oh no.
And let's see, they have gotten the clap 3 times because they just trusted people on Tinder. They lent their boss their credit card.
Oh no.
They decided to move to a state to live with an online relationship that they'd only known for a month. Yeah, these have all blown up in their face, by the way, like every single time. Like, I'll talk to them, I'm like, hey, don't do that. And then they're like, oh, well, no, I trust them. And I'm like,
don't do that.
Okay, I have something like that. Like, Algebra 2 in 11th grade, I passed with a C. This year, when I first got my job, this guy who had been flirting with me, and like the day before the thing happened, he like took me out on a walk because we had the same 10 minutes, so we went into like near a pond near the work, or near McDonald's. And that night he had asked me for money, and I was like, no, I know where this is going. I have enough common sense. I've seen enough Judge Judy to know where this is gonna go.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I was like, no, sorry, I have bills that I have to pay. I don't have enough. Because he wanted to like go to Everett, which is like where we live. It's like a couple hundred to get there. So, and I was like, I don't have a couple hundred to give. I just bought my iPad. You know, I have to pay on it and everything. And he was like, no, that's fine. And then, like, afterwards at work, he, like, stopped talking to me. So I'm like, I had good insights. Common sense is your best friend, guys. Well, that's why, like, I tell people, like, I'll help people out when I have the money, but I never lend out money, because you're never getting it back. Yeah, exactly. Like, if my friend's in a tough spot and I have the money, I will help my friend, because I do like helping people. But I never lend anybody money. Anybody. Nope. You never lend.
I lent my mom money once and I never got it back.
Yeah, see? It doesn't matter who it is. You lend someone money and they'll be like, I'll pay you back. They never pay you back. I've never had a single person.
Now, me and my mom actually do lend each other money, but the thing is, we both try to remember how much, and we both forget, and then we eventually just go, well, I bought groceries this day for you, or that, and
see, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's how my mom and I are, like...
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, like...
Yeah.
It's like, okay, a perfect example would be like, hey, I don't have money for bills this month. Can you guys lend me money? And then when I get paid, I'll lend it back. Or I'll give it back. Usually, in those cases, you never get your money back. Yeah. But that doesn't happen to me because I have savings.
Me too. I already have, like, I have a lockbox in my room because family's kind of snakes. Like, recently,
oh my gosh,
I just got graduation money, and there is $20 missing from my graduation money because I was dumb and left the cards out on the table for when I got back from graduation.
Ooh.
And
I would be livid.
I am very, but I'm like keeping it cool for a couple days afterwards, and then I'm gonna talk to my dad about it, because my dad, he is does not like that stuff happening. But I'm gonna give him a few days because there's other stuff going on right now. So I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll give him some space, let him chill out from what's going on right now, and then I'll talk to him about it. But I recently got paid. I got paid the day before graduation. It was a pretty good paycheck because I got overtime. So nice. It was a nice, juicy paycheck. So that made me happy. So I just took the $20 out of my account today when I went shopping and like put it in that little savings thing so I have that much money in my savings for it. But I'm still very family, a little bit of snakes. It's because I have 3 younger sisters, so like they don't really understand. I mean, they do, but they don't. No, I get it, because I've had that happen with my younger siblings.
They understand money gets them things, but not that you have to work to
Yeah.
have the money to
Yeah.
get things.
My siblings were like that for a while. My brother, they finally like straightened out. I think because they're like adults now, so they're like,
I'm
oh.
hoping so.
I'm salty with
Because-
your brothers for stealing your Pokemon games still.
I mean, that's still I'm mad at, but they were kids. Like they were kids at that time.
Yeah,
so
but it's
Yeah.
stupid.
it is stupid. But I mean, I give a pass for little kids. But once you're like 14, it doesn't fly anymore.
Yep.
My
fly.
sisters are 13, 15, and 16. One is going to turn 14 in October. I have 4 sisters, alright? I think it's October. But
That's
like,
alright.
and I'm like,
That's fine.
I
are you
can't remember how
serious?
old
Is this seriously going on right now?
What?
Yeah, my brothers, I only have 2. They're 23 in October, and then 18. Because my brother, my baby brother is
See,
also a 2000 baby.
I'm a 2000s baby. My birthday was on Mother's Day this year.
Oh, that's so
It
cute!
made me very... I was born
Huh.
on Mother's Day, so...
I have a vague notion of how old each of my siblings are.
No,
I know what my youngest 2 sisters' ages are and my older one. I just don't remember how old my oldest is.
I remember how old my younger brothers are. I don't know how old my
I mean,
older
like-
sister is.
I feel like once you get to being like number 4 or 5 siblings, it all kind of starts to blur.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I
know
have
that she's
4
like
siblings.
17 years older than I am, but beyond that,
I have 4 siblings, and I don't know the oldest one age. I think 24, 25. I think.
My eldest has been crying because she just breached her 30s.
Oh.
that's alright. My oldest is 37, 36.
Oh wow.
I am
I
happy
think-
to say I'm not 30 yet. I will say though, I lost my shit when I realized Sky was younger than me. I don't know why. Sky, I swear to God, I thought you were older than me.
That's okay.
I've had people think I'm older than them, and when they're like in their 20s or stuff, when they first start talking to me, and then they hear this stuff that I do, and then they're like, "No, you're not older than me."
Yeah, I think in the gym exchange, people were guessing people's age at one point, and they were guessing me a lot older, which is unusual for me because usually people guess younger when they see me. But I guess the way I talk doesn't sound young.
People
I
when they
love
see me,
people
they
guessing my
guess
age.
younger, but when like they hear me talking and hear like things that I've gotten through, they guess older. Like with my medical problems, they're like, "Oh yeah, they're like 24, 25." And I'm like, "No, I'm 18."
Oh, it's
Like-
okay. Don't feel bad. So I'm gonna throw some shade at my friend. Like, I love you, man, if you're watching this, but I lost my shit when I found out Zodiac has arthritis problems. I'm like, dude.
I was there on that stream.
Oh, you were there? Okay. I was like, dude, you are like
I was
a
watching.
kid. Why do you have arthritis? He's like, I don't know. I'm just dying.
That's me. Like I'm thoroughly convinced my body just like hates me currently. So I'm just like, all right, I gotta live with my body hating me right now. Because it's just like everything hurts.
Mood.
But I kind of blame my mom. I got the bad genetics from her. So
Me! I swear to God, this is this whole stream. Cause like my mom is built like a fucking horse. Okay, but I got all of my bad shit from her side of the family, except for how I look. I got that from my dad's side of the family. Because like
my
everything.
mom-
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, you cut
Hello.
you cut out mid sentence.
Oh, well, my mom has like fibromyalgia and like all of the stuff that comes with it, and I'm like beginning to show signs of it. Like-
no.
Yeah. The doctors don't want to believe me though, and I'm like, are you serious? They're always like, do your headaches come on when it's like around period time? And I'm like, no, they're constant. Are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. I deal with them all the time.
Oh, that's like how when I found out I had a deviated septum. Thank you, Jew blood. It's all your fault. So, Because my mom's side is Jewish, and that's, like, the number one Jew reason to get a nose job. Like, almost every Jew who's ever had a nose job is like, I have a deviated septum, and while I was there, which, honestly, the doctor tried pulling to me, so my nose isn't fixed, but I would get, whenever I would cry, I still have this, if I cry even a little bit, I get a migraine. Every time. Doesn't matter what it is. And so, I was telling my doctors, they asked the same thing, like, do you get it when you get your period? I'm like, it's literally randomly, or when I cry. So is it a certain time of the month, randomly, or when I cry? And then, like, they tested me, they're like, oh, you have a deviated septum, you should get a nose job. And so, like, I went to see a rhinoplasty. This was, like, back in, like, early high school. And the rhinoplasty guy was like, oh, well, while we're here, we can fix your nose. And I'm like, I like my nose. I want to breathe like a normal person. And so I never got it done because, like, he was kind of creepily insistent on me getting a nose job. Because they gotta break your nose anyway, but I'm like, can I just keep my nose?
I just want to breathe.
I just want to breathe. No, it took me 5 years to be able to go see a neurologist. Because, like, at first they thought I was, like, making it up because my mom had stuff. And, like, they thought, had, like, health problems going on. Thought my mom, like, wanted more medication, which is not at all true. And then we, like, asked the doctor, like, can we please go see a neurologist? And my doctor was like, no, they're too young for that. I'm like, how am I too young to go see a neurologist when I've been having, like, the headache for the past 3 years at the time? And it was like, frustrating. But then, like, what set it off with it is I tried a migraine medicine, and I guess I was, like, allergic to it or something. Cause
oh my god, did it make it worse?
It made it, like, 10 times worse, and I ended up in the ER that night. And then we went from there, and then this year we tried another, because I think it was, like, sumatriptan we tried. And it was, like, I guess I'm allergic to the tryptin family. And because we tried another one this year, and the same thing happened. I ended up in the ER, and my doctor was like, all right, we're getting you to a neurologist. This is a new doctor, by the way, that had just recently started seeing me, because my old doctor, like, left. So, thankfully, he, like, was like, yeah, no, we're getting you to a neurologist. I was like, I need one. So, I was finally able to get that done.
Good.
Which I'm so happy because, like, we finally found a medicine that actually works.
That is always a relief.
Which is, like, a higher, like, ibuprofen with potassium in it. But, like, I tried the one without potassium in it, and it didn't work. And then I tried taking that one with potassium, and it didn't work. So I guess it's, like, something in that medicine specifically that helps it. So, hopefully I can get that tomorrow or, like, Wednesday.
Oh, well, I hope so. Because I can't have anything with potassium in it. I'm allergic to bananas and anything with high potassium. No. It sucks. I
probably need potassium because I think my leg cramped while I was asleep.
Then go eat a banana.
Go eat a banana. It's
but
like
that's the problem. I can't stand bananas.
What?
Go get potassium. Go get the potassium vitamin.
Yeah, go get the pill.
Or you can get gummies.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, you can get the pill or gummies at, like, a Rite Aid or a CVS or a whatever drugstore you guys have in Texas.
I wish we had one of those in town. I have to order mine off at Amazon.
Oh no!
The closest Walmart is, like, 45 minutes away.
Oh lord.
And that's not that bad.
It is when, like, your family doesn't like to drive.
Oh.
Well, do you not drive?
That would.
Well, no, because our town is so small, we can pretty much walk everywhere. Like, where I work is literally down the hill from where I live. I would walk to work if the hill wasn't so big and my legs didn't hurt after work. But, like, the only fast food chains we have here is McDonald's and Subway.
Okay, I like Subway.
Me too.
I do too.
But I do get what you mean. When you only have a small, limited number of fast food places, you get sick of it so fast. That's like it out here, because, like,
we only have Subway and, like, mom and pop stores.
For me,
I have mom and pop stores.
Subway is subpar Jimmy John's.
I've never had Jimmy John's. I don't think they're in
It's so
California.
good.
I don't think they're...
I don't.
I've never had it either.
Oh, it's good stuff.
But recently there's been a Michael's that opened up near the Walmart that we usually go to, so I don't have to go like an hour and a half away to go to Michael's. Like, it's just a 45-minute drive.
Oh, that's great.
So
I love Michael's. People shit on Michael's, and I'm like, yo, Michael's is the only store that has coupons every day of the year.
Exactly. And I'm cheap.
Oh, wow.
I'm really cheap.
I am too.
I like
If you
to
can be cheap.
I like to spend, like, it sounds bad, but I like to get deals on things so I can have the, like, backup savings, because I do have both. I have, like, a savings and then a backup savings. So, because I'm currently living in my parents' house, I don't have to pay rent. So while I can, I'm, like, saving as much as I can.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's the smart thing to do. That's what we did when we were living with my parents until shit hit the fan and we had to go in debt. But but I'm so happy we had that buffer, because if we hadn't have had that buffer, we would have been fucked.
Honestly, listening to you talk about like how important savings is what has made me being like, savings. I like take $100 out of my paycheck every time I get paid and put it into savings.
I'm not gonna lie, that makes me so happy, because like my parents were always great with money. They were always great with money. And so like I never had to really worry about it. So when I got my first job, I was an idiot. I kind of dicked around. But
Me
then
too.
like
Me too.
but after that, I was like, okay, like I didn't like dicking around anymore. Like, it got to the point, and I got this like really early on compared to some of my friends. Because, like, I was one of my few friends at the time when I graduated high school who had a job, because they all went to school. I wanted to go to school, but because I fucked around in high school, I focused so much on graduating that college was a second thing. So I was like, I just want to have a job. I want to do something, because I can't stand not doing something. It's why I'm such a workaholic. It's because I like, I don't know. I think it's the ADHD thing. I don't like wasting time. It's like that is like one way to make me mad. I've told this 1,000 times. You can take my money, you can take my art, you can take anything, but if you waste my fucking time, I lose it. I get so mad.
Exactly.
And so
I'm the same way, but sometimes I waste my own time, like when I'm like just so exhausted, I'm just like laying in bed on my phone. That's
different though. When you're like dead tired, that's a different case, because I do that too. That's always veg out. Don't work until you break. But like, I remember when I got my first job, I was making really good money as a teacher's aide. And then my supermarket job, I was also making really good money. But I got to the point where I was like, why am I spending? Because like I would spend all my paychecks, because I was like an idiot. I was like, I have money now, and I'll just wait till my next paycheck. And then, like, really early on, I got to the point where I'm like, yeah, I don't like not having money. That kind of freaks me out.
My first job, I actually just literally saved all of it until I had enough to buy my first laptop, and that's what I did.
My first job, I worked at a bakery as a baker's assistant, because my sister had worked
there. Oh my gosh,
same!
Lucky!
My sister had worked there before, so I was able to, like, get a job, and they had a permit to where they could work with kids 15 and older, so I was able to get the job, and I
was under the table.
I was a dumb and decided, because at the time I was in a relationship, but my boyfriend lived in Ohio, so I decided, and it was an online relationship, but I knew it was him because we would like FaceTime and everything. I was very cautious about it, and I had known him for like 2.5 years, and I went out there, I like used that entire money that I got from that job to go and see him. And then literally 2 weeks after I got home, he broke up with me.
Oh no.
Yes, it was not fun. And then like after that, this is the boyfriend that got pregnant. And
What?
He's trans. And then afterwards, after he broke up with me saying he didn't want, like, he wasn't ready for a relationship and he was aromantic, he got in a relationship, and then got pregnant.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not Magick. You were like, this is the boyfriend that got pregnant. I'm like, I've never heard this story. So.
Well, no, because I said it in a stream before.
Oh, I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
I must have too.
No, I think maybe it was a different stream.
Maybe it was on Zodiac's channel.
I think that's what it was.
Okay, then that's probably why. Because I don't remember that.
But sometimes I get yours and Zodiac's streams.
It's fine. We both stream all the time. And we're both fucking idiots, so it's fine. It's fine.
No, but he got pregnant, and then I was like looking back on it recently. I was like, he had like the baby like 8.5 months after we broke up.
Oh no!
And I was like,
oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Oh, that's what happened. And like, I'm not mad about it. Well, obviously when we broke up, I was like completely utterly broken. Like I had gotten home from school on a break because I was able to walk back home from school because like alternative school, and I could walk home for lunch and then go back. I didn't end up going back because he broke up with me. I was like devastated because I had just spent like $1,000 to go out and see him.
Yeah, traveling
and, like,
ain't cheap.
Yeah, especially from Washington to Ohio.
Yeah. I mean, heck, our vacation, which was from California to Utah, was a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, I was devastated. But now I look back at it, I'm like, and he's like, I like checked in on his Instagram. Like, I don't do it anymore because that's not healthy for me anymore.
Yeah.
So I like blocked him so I couldn't. But he was like, in his comments, he was like, I just wanted to have a kid early. I wanted to like, I didn't want to be old when I had a kid. But when we were friends before, he told me, because I was like saying how like my parents had gotten me and my sisters like a giant packet of condoms and like packets on safe sex and everything. And he was like, I wish my parents were like that. They won't even get me condoms. So I know it was an accident, but he's playing it off as like, I wanted kids early. And I'm like,
I hate when people do that.
Yeah,
like, and it's just like, but yeah, that's my story with
shit.
Boyfriend getting pregnant.
Oh my god. But no, just like, oh, I can't stand cheaters. So that like already gets me like on a, okay.
Yeah.
Super sleepy.
So yeah, it's okay. So here's something funny, right? So Cody and I, we've been together for fucking 10 years. We know each other. It's like the back of our hands. And we never okay, that's not true. We lie about food sometimes because we're fat asses and I don't want to share. But that's about it. We never lie about anything serious. So, it's really funny. I have so many of Cody's like car guy friends where like they won't believe that he tells me stuff. And by that, like, I'll give you an example. I think I've talked about this before, but Cody's friend got a free car and they had to go pick it up and it was in like fucking Fairmont or something. It's really far from where we live. And so Cody calls me after work. He's like, hey, we're gonna go pick up a car in like Fairmont. I probably won't come home till like 3 in the morning. And I'm like, cool, thanks for letting me know. Don't let your phone die. And so I get a call back from his friends and they're like, hey, did he call you just now? I'm like, yeah. He's like, they're like, and you're okay with that? I'm like, well, yeah, he told me where they are. They're like, God, you're so cool. And I'm like, wait, what? What? Why is that a cool thing? Like, I don't.
Where's your buddy?
Like, what? He can do whatever he wants. He's a grown-ass man.
Mutual trust and actually communicating with each other. It's so weird.
Because we've had that happen too with other things too. Like, okay, funny thing. When I actually went to meet Christian, because Christian came out to California like years ago, I went to go meet him, and Cody ended up taking us because my parents didn't want to drive. I didn't have a car at the time. But I remember, like, my parents were like, "It's kind of weird. You're meeting an online friend who's a guy," and I'm like, "He's my friend. I'm with Cody, and my brother Brandon is there." Brandon was young at the time, by the way. He was like, he was a wee bean, and so
He was a wee bean.
So Cody ended up taking us anyway, and Cody was even like, I'm just gonna sit in the car. He was so tired. But my mom made Cody go, like, take us and everything. And so we go there. So Cody's like, your mom says I have to go in and meet this guy. I'm like, why? He's like, I don't fucking know. And so we go in. We go hang out in a Denny's. And we just hang out for a bit. It was great. No big deal. Christian freaking bought me a scanner. He bought me this scanner I think like 2 years ago, but he never mailed it. So he like comes out with this giant box. And so I come back home, and my mom's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's the scanner." And my friend bought me. He's like, "He bought you a scanner?" I'm like, "He worked at a warehouse. He got it for dirt cheap, and he's had it for like 3. Like this scanner had dust on it. It was really funny. It was great." But I just remember being like, they're like, "Oh, and Cody was okay." I'm like, he didn't give a fuck. Like Christian's my friend. You can have male online friends that aren't creepos, and vice versa. Like when I went to go meet Anna for the first time. Okay, to be fair, Anna didn't know I was 16. It might have gone a little differently if she had known I was 16 at the time.
Yeah.
But I met her at a con. She invited me to stay at her hotel with Anna, with herself, her mom, her friend, and I think her friend's friend at the time. And so I called my mom, and I'm like, "Hey, Mom, so my online friend from Tennessee wants me to stay in her hotel at AX. Is that cool?" My mom's like, "Yeah, let me just talk to her." So my mom talks to her. And, like, even, like, her friends were like, "Your mom's okay with that?" Like, she's never met her. I'm like, I have my phone, and I've talked to her. Like, we hadn't, like, just met up at AX. Like, we had been talking for like, a good couple of years.
Yeah,
So it was one of those things. And, like, I never understood people who didn't trust people. Like, what?
That's exactly how I am with my best friend. My best friend, he lives in South Carolina, and he's an internet friend. I've known him for almost 3 years. It feels like so much longer than that. But, like, everyone I ever talked to is like, "You have an online friend? Like, that's weird. Your parents are okay with that?" And, like, yeah, they've talked to him on Skype and everything. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
I think I've talked to you guys more than I've talked to my actual friends, but just because of work schedule.
Me? No, seriously.
I don't remember the last time I've seen them, but we're definitely on the weekends.
Okay, not that far. I saw my friends last Friday, but still pretty bad.
I just spent too much time working.
Every time I talk about, like, going to visit him, everyone's like, "Your parents would let you do that." First of all, I'm 18. I can do that if I wanted to.
Second of all, I got a job.
I have a job. I can pay for it myself. I've been working my ass off at my job. And third of all, they have talked to him. They know that he's a real person. They have him on all social media. They, like, have his Snapchat. So, like, it's, like, not like he's...
It's not like he's a creepo. Like, okay, to be fair, I did have a creepo happen to me, but this was before...
I have too.
Like, this is before, like, it's as vast as it is now. Like, the internet was still a relatively new thing when I got catfished and stuff like that. Like, you didn't webcam with people, and if you did, it was really bad quality. Like, you know, you could voice chat, kind of, but it was very different compared to how it is now. You know, I mean, I remember, it wasn't even that long ago. God, I feel so old. Like, when FaceTime was a thing with phones, and I remember, like, everyone was like, "Oh my God, you can face talk to somebody from your phone." It was amazing. And now it's like everybody does it. Everyone Snapchats, the Instagram story, everything. Yeah. We're doing this right now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? My parents were always, because I got to do a lot of stuff as a teenager too. Like, I would be able to sleep over at Cody's house, like, when we were dating and stuff. And all this other stuff, because my parents knew, and we weren't idiots. Like...
Yeah.
And what's so funny is people would be like, a lot of my friends in high school were kind of douchebags. I realize that now. Because, like, a lot of them would be like, they would be actually mad that, like, my parents would give me freedom. And I remember, it's like when I was starting to, you know, get some balls and, like, be who I am now, because I was very, very quiet, but I was always very opinionated, but I had very bad self-confidence issues. I didn't want to lose my friends, because I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, and so I was like, I, like, bit my lip and, like, just took a lot of shit. And so,
that was me.
I remember what happened was, it was something along the lines of, like, I spent the night at Cody's house, we went to school the next day. And okay, I didn't have any spare clothes, so I just wore one of his shirts and I had my jeans. It didn't fucking matter. So I go to school, he goes to his class, I go to mine, and one of my ex-friends is like, "Is that Cody's shirt?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Why are you wearing it?" I'm like, "Well, I spent the night at his house." And they were like, "Your parents let you spend the night at his house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like, his parents had a spare bedroom and we go to the same school, so it got really late and they didn't want to drive us back." That's literally what it was. And so... that happened, and they were like, oh my god, like, why would your parents do that? And I remember I got, like, mad. I'm like, what, do you think I had sex or something? And they're like, well, it kind of looks like it. And so I was like, well, I'm sorry, my parents trust me and not you.
Oof.
And like, I remember, I remember, like, it left my mouth, and, like, I, like, just stared. Like, it was, like, one of my most, like, fuck, I actually said what I was thinking moments. And she just kind of looked at me. Like I slapped her in the face. And I was just like, I was so embarrassed. I ran, and I hid in the bathroom stall for the rest of the day. Like, I didn't go to class. I was so, like, upset with myself. But then I found that she was a real bitch later on. But so, like, that kind of made it better. But at the same time, like, at the time, I felt terrible.
Yeah,
but
no, my parents, just because, like, where we've lived before, they were, like, hesitant with stuff. But they're not anymore, because once they realize that this town is, like, relatively safe, there's nothing usually happens.
Hold on real quick. I think Rain was trying to say something. Were you trying to say something, Rain?
Yeah, actually with my ex-boyfriend, I was allowed to sleep in the same room as him. Like, we could share, like, the bed, everything like that. You know, his parents trusted me, my parents trusted him. It was all good.
You know,
I have a lot of people that used to say, like, stuff about it.
Right? Oh my god, it made me so mad. No, because that, back when, because when Cody slept at my house, we didn't have a spare room, so Cody slept in my bed. My parents were like, just keep the door open. That's it.
That's how my parents are with my sister and her boyfriend.
I didn't even leave the door open.
Well, see, there you go. Your parents trusted you more than mine did.
No, they were like, just keep the door open. And it's fine. My sister sometimes, you know, doesn't follow it. Obviously, my parents are like, don't do that, or he's not allowed to come over. We give these guidelines for a reason.
So I have a funny story. It has to do with one of my brothers. So I'm not gonna say which one, because I'm not gonna air out their laundry. But it's a funny story on that. So they had he had a girlfriend at the time. And I was there. I was visiting. I wasn't living there anymore. Yeah, that's right, because he took my room. So I think we had, like, just moved out, or it had been, like, a month or so since we moved out. And so I was visiting, and I had made, like, milkshakes or something. And I told them, like, hey, I'm making milkshakes, because his girlfriend was over. So and they're like, okay, cool, whatever. So they go upstairs, make milkshakes. Milkshakes don't take that damn long, okay? They really don't take that long to make. Emphasis of this story. So I go upstairs. I have the 2 milkshakes, and the door's open, and I see his girlfriend laying on his bed, and I'm like, oh, hey, and then I see the blankets, like, get up.
Oh,
and it's his head, and he pops out, and I'm like, hi, and he's like, hey, and I'm like, oh, no, he doesn't say that. He says, he's like, Mom says we're not allowed to keep the door closed, and I'm like, there's a reason for that, you know, and he's like, hey, you came in here, and I'm like, I said I was making milkshakes, and here they are, and I went back downstairs, and I told my dad when my dad got home, and my dad bust up laughing, and he's like, swear to God, my son, and I'm like, you're not mad? He's like, that takes gut, like, they just didn't care, like, he wasn't even mad, he was just like, well, maybe his sister walking in on him will be enough to keep the door closed at least. So, but that's my funny little story.
No, I don't think they've ever, like, done anything. It's just, like, a precaution because she's, like, 15. So they're like, and my mom, like, made her promise, like, if you're gonna do with someone, wait until you've been with them for, like, a year and a half.
I mean, heck,
you know.
Honestly, Cody and I waited. Like, I literally talked about this in my last stream, when I did on Twitch with Zodiac, where, like, everyone thought it was weird that we waited to have sex, and we didn't wait to be like, let's be chaste and pure. We were both like, we just don't want an oops baby. We're still in high school.
Oh, yep.
That was literally it. So, I mean, the second we were out of high school, we had fun. But it was like, yeah, no, just in the off chance, don't want it to happen.
Exactly.
And I'm also happy for that, because, like, we got to know each other. Like, it's such a cliche thing, and I know parents say it all the fucking time, but, like, I kid you not, all of my friends still, to this day, who are in serious relationships, all of the ones that have issues are the ones who got, like, right into bed with their partner.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, maybe you should have waited? Like, I've got nothing, like, I'm not slut-shaming or anything, because someone's like, you're slut-shaming. I'm like, no, I'm just saying, I've noticed a thing with the people who got to know their person before they got together. Like, one of my best friends, he was in an online relationship with his girlfriend for, like, 4 years before they got together. And they finally got together, and they have no issues. They're like Cody and I. Like, I mean, well, every couple has issues, but not like some of the things I've heard. And, like, all of my friends... Yeah, and all my friends who have, like, jumped into relationships, they've always used... I don't know how I got back to this. I talked about it, like, a long time ago. But they use it, like, they use sex kind of like a crutch, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want it to be, like, a way to shut somebody up. That seems gross. Yeah, and I feel like if you wait and get to know the person, then you know the person, and then you have fun.
Yeah.
Because,
that's why...
Fun fact, sex is not like how it is in the movies.
No, that's why, like, I'm really hesitant about online relationships now after, like, that one thing.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, because, like, as soon as we saw each other and got back to the house, we were, like kissing and everything, and it's just, like, it wasn't a good start for it. And looking back on it now, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm super hesitant with, like, online relationships now. Like, even my best friend, I was super hesitant at first, like, just because I was scared, but I also didn't want to be, like, too quick to jump into anything. So, like, now I'm just like, all right, I will follow them first, watch them for a little bit, see how the stuff they, like, posts and everything, and how they talk to things.
And another thing too that I always tell anybody is, like, Cody and I have been together a long time before we moved in, because we didn't even, like, when we both graduated, we didn't even, like, jump into living together like a lot of people thought. And they were like, why? And we were like, well, we're just not ready. And then when we moved in, like, it was very different. Like, it was a little stressful at first, but it wasn't it wasn't bad. But that's because, like, that's another thing, you really don't know somebody until you live with them.
Exactly.
Like, and that's 100%. Anybody. That's friends, that's relationships, that's relatives. Because, like, I knew a lot of people who were like, oh, I'm really cool with my aunt. I'm gonna move in with my aunt while I go to college. And they move in with their aunt. They're like, oh my god, I had no idea my aunt was like this. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter. You do not know somebody until you live with them.
That's why I would be chill with living with any of my aunts or uncles, because I have lived with them before.
Oh, and yeah, then you get, like,
it. Yeah, I, like, each time I moved, it was to go move with another family member, because at the time, my mom was a single mother of 2. She couldn't, like, do it. She couldn't, like, support all of us without a little bit of help, which my aunts and uncles were completely fine with. I'm, like, super close to, like, my cousins, even though there's, like, a ton of them. But, like, it's just, like, that's why I'm like, oh, yeah, I might go move in with my aunt in South Carolina, because I kind of want out of my house right now. Because it's a toxic place right now.
It's okay. It's okay. If anybody can relate, it's me.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on right now that is not in the best place.
Yeah.
My senior year.
Oh, what happened your senior year?
Just a lot of stuff happened. My mom ended up breaking up with her boyfriend that she had moved in with after, like, 2 months. And I just couldn't handle dealing with that. And then they were going to break up, so my mom was going to be homeless. And I'm like, well, I'm going to move in with my aunt and my uncle. They got their shit together.
That's actually happened to a lot of friends of mine. Like, I'm very lucky, and I'm happy, like, at that sense of, like, I never had to go through stuff like that, but I know a lot of people had to go through stuff like that. Like, there was a time, actually, right before we started dating, Cody was actually homeless. Like full on, they were living in a truck. And I had no idea, because we were friends at the time, and he was still going to school. But, like, there are, like, a lot of stories kind of like that of, like, of parents who, like, don't have their shit together. And then I just hear these stories that my friends went through, and I'm like, shit, I am so sorry. And they're like, oh, no, it's no big deal. Like, don't feel bad that you had a normal life. And I'm like, I never thought my life was normal.
I know exactly how you feel. Because, like, I've gone through a little bit of both with my family. Because, like, biological father divorced my mom when I was like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had my sister with another guy who I don't like. He's not the best person. She's not with him anymore, thank God. But I've never had to experience homelessness because I did have family members and everything that would like take us in, but I've experienced like not having enough money for like food and stuff. I've experienced that before.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I had to go through that actually when we first moved in with Cody's parents, because they let us live there when we started. It was rent free, but we still had to like pay for everything we owned and everything on all our bills, which is fine. But I remember there was a time where I literally had to pick between, do I pay this bill or do I eat something? And I didn't eat lunch for like 3 months because I had to pay bills.
That's currently my life right now in my house. Thankfully, now that I've gotten a job, I can like buy my own things, and I've been like helping pay for groceries because there was a medical emergency with one of my family members that it's a pretty big bill, and so like now I'm like currently helping them pay that bill and like get my sister's stuff to eat, because like even though one of them like currently hates my guts, I'm still like, I don't want you to starve.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't.
Like,
yeah. No, I get it. It's like I might not like you, but I don't like people suffering, just in general.
And like, it's just like I have the mentality of I can love you, but not love the things you're doing. So like, I don't want them to be struggling. So I've been like helping buy groceries and like giving my mom, like slipping her like $60 just to help her pay off, or to help pay for groceries, because like there is 4, 5, 6 people living in my house currently.
Oh my God. No, yeah. I get you, because I mean, not in the same boat, but like when my grandmother passed away, because since my family's Jewish, I can go on a whole rant about the fucking funeral industry, but because my parents are Jewish, well, my mom's Jewish, my dad's not, you have to get buried before your 3rd day. It's a Jew thing. You cannot get buried after your 3rd sunset. So it's a rushed funeral. So like, oh my God, even though like my grandma didn't, I got issues with my grandma, but she's gone, so I don't like talking bad about the dead. She didn't want like a fancy coffin or anything, and she actually wanted to be in a mausoleum, so it was like, it saved money, but it was still a shit ton of money. And at the time, my brother, who's your age, he was trying, but he was too young to get a job. And my other little brother was kind of being a little shit and dicking around, and like he was an adult at that point and he could have gotten a job,
but didn't. Yeah. And
like my parents tried everything and it wasn't working out, and so like I was helping my parents out, even though I think at the time no, we'd already been moved out by then. And things were getting better. That's why, because I remember I had to help my mom out sometimes because my mom's entire family pretty much pulled well, you have your shit together, so you can pay for it, even though they all have jobs and all their kids are grown up and don't live in the house. And here's my mom with 2 kids who still live at home and one who's still in school, and she had to pay for the whole thing. And then it was a whole thing. I was super mad. And then they were like, "Oh wait, that's so nice that Michelle's helping you." And I'm like, "Yeah." You know, someone who makes, I know for a fact, 3 times more than me at the time, could have pitched in. But you didn't.
I hate that. I hate that so much. Like, that, nothing makes my blood boil that much.
Makes my boil.
Makes my boil. No, it's like, it makes me so mad when that happens and be like, oh, it's like, because some like drama happened at my graduation. I didn't want the sister that hates my guts currently to go because I didn't want the drama.
Oh my God.
And then my grandmother decided to tell me the day of graduation, and she knew like a few days before that sister wasn't gonna go, just because it's my day. I don't want that drama. And she decides to tell me the day of that she's not gonna go to my graduation because that, quote unquote, isn't how families work.
I hate that excuse. I hate that excuse.
And I was like, I got mad at first, and I was like, no, no, it's like her choice to not go, like it's my choice that I don't want that sister to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and I'm not gonna let it get me down today. Like, I have so much going on
That I worked for.
Yeah, that I worked my ass off for. That I'm not gonna let this bring me down on this day. Cause like I almost started crying because like I was so upset. And then I was in the bathroom. I was like, no, not today, not today. We can deal with this later, and not like pushing it away deep down to deal with later. I mean like in a few days later.
Yeah, we're not gonna
right
be
now,
like, I'm gonna be 30 in therapy talking about this.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm just gonna enjoy the day. I'm gonna enjoy my night. I went out to lunch with my mom and my other grandmother, and we had a good time. We went to my favorite restaurant, and Wednesday I'm taking my other two sisters out for lunch as like a little celebration to another one of my favorite restaurants, and then I'm taking me, my dad, and my mom out for lunch.
Oh shit, this Sunday's Father's Day, that's right.
Oh I didn't even feel this.
I was like, you're taking your dad out. I'm like, oh! And then I looked,
was gonna do it for graduation.
Yeah, no, this Sunday
it could be for both.
is Father's Day.
It could be for both.
I
got this.
Your Star Dragon badge
Thank
went
you
up.
for letting me know that.
Why? Don't tell me this. I don't have money.
I still have a lot
Itchy.
of money
They're
left
staring
over.
at me.
I still have a lot of money left over from my paycheck because I haven't bought that much. The only thing I bought with my paycheck is a keychain ring of me getting my diploma today, and then I bought new insoles for my shoes for work, and that's the only thing I've gotten. And then I have all the graduation money, so I can do it. I can do both of those this week, and I'm really excited. And I'm like,
where's the batch? I don't see it.
Oh, wait, it's not up yet. It's just she put it into her general chat on her Discord channel.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm not.
So it's not like Patreon blocked.
I'm not in her
because it's in the general.
Wait,
so I'm like,
Star Dragon
do I just share it? No, her specific one.
Then I'm not really comfortable sharing it because it's hers. That's a Patreon one. Sorry for the random tangent. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Star Dragons. The cult.
Oh, so pretty. Oh yeah, Star Dragons.
Cult.
God, they're
I want one so bad.
You have to be careful. They're so addicting.
I mean, y'all should just look at my toy house. It's a good warning.
What makes me scream is I'm like, there's like 3 here that I didn't see a week ago. I'm like, what the hell?
Yes, I did get 3
custom gotchas.
I got 3 of those recently.
It's okay, because I still have the custom for Sky and the custom for Uncontrollably I have to get done.
The bee!
Little bee. And then I have to get all of the customs for Christian, because Christian bought like a fuck ton of those.
Nice.
I should emphasize, I don't make Star Dragons. They bought the Star Dragon. I'm just designing it. I can't make Star Dragons.
We buy the slot to make your own and then commission an artist to make them for us because we're lazy.
That is neat.
Yeah, it's really fun. Because I've done like all of Christian's in the past year. I'll boop them in the Discord because I think I still have them on file. I should.
I'll throw up Sable because Sable's a good bean.
I should also mention.
I love her. I treasure.
Yeah.
I should also mention I can't find some of the files that some of the ones that.
Hey
you
Christian,
made for me.
you know what would have solved this problem? If you updated your toy house like 3 years ago, when I gave you your toy house code.
I should probably make a toy house with all of the freaking.
Quan has codes, so you should see. Because Quan is always giving out codes and stuff for toy house. Because you still need a code to make a toy house.
Oh.
But I don't use it like most people use Toy House. I use it literally for a reference dump, and that's it.
Me too.
How do most people use it?
Some people use it for role plays. Other people use it for selling. I've seen people literally use it for a DeviantArt, and I'm like, bitch, how?
How? From what I've heard of Toy House, isn't it like just uploading characters and they're like?
Yeah, that's how I use it. I use it as a character dump. So I'm like,
oh no, I have so many characters. Like I have one comic that is on hold. There's another one that I'm working on currently, which is like the sun and moon falling in love. It's a really gay or lesbian comic.
it's very
with space.
It's very gay.
It's very gay.
Oh my god, where are the bios?
I just have so many, and then I have like another one for a character that started out as like a fandom character, and now she's like not a fandom character. She's like has her own story and everything, and I'm like constantly changing her. Like currently, I'm thinking because like this character, I really love space, and so I make a lot of my characters love space or centered around space.
Mm-hmm.
And like my friend and I have like a god/goddess AU, and I'm like, oh, but the goddess of space AU I really like for her because it fits her so well. And I'm just like, should I change her again? Because first she started out as like a robot character, and then she turned into a mutant character, and then we came up with the god and goddess AU, and I'm like, I have so many AUs for her, but I love them all. I want to make them all canon. That's like my dilemma.
I have like, there's so many pictures I want to do where I'm like, I want to do so many AUs too. Like there's this really cute one I had an idea. I did like a picture a long ass time ago, but I was like, oh, it'd be so cute if I drew like my characters in my friends' universes, like how I would see them in their universe. Like I already did the universe trade with Zodiac, with Tetsu as a sloth, and then I've done one with Anna a long ass time ago, where she did Lily and who did I do? I did Eros. That's it. I did Eros and she did Lily, and I'm like, oh, they're just so much fun. I love doing universe crossings.
Me too.
That's fun.
Like the character that I sent you for the Patreon reward thing.
Yeah.
Her name is Rose, and I love her. And she is the daughter of another one of my characters, Lily, and they like keep up the like flower name thing. And I love both of them, and they're like part of like the god/goddess AU thing, but like their own characters. So it's like its own story, and it's like where there's like monsters and stuff, and they're demons. Lily is a lust demon. I love her.
Hey y'all, guess who's back?
Woo!
Woo!
Back again.
I was gonna say
Tell
though,
a friend.
I do feel bad. I do have to go soon. I know you just got back, but I normally do for 2 hours, but I do have to go soon because apparently I gotta pick up Cody at work. So I'm still good. I can still do another like 15-ish minutes, but that's it.
Okay.
Alright, well I heard we were talking about Patreon reward things. And I saw this Twitch thing and people were asking about what it was. That's an orange prenite. Redesigned by Ares, Lord of Rams. Shout out to Ares.
Wait, it's a like. What are they doing?
What is that?
An orange prenite?
I know that sounds like a gemsona. Is it a gemsona?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know the person you're talking about.
The clicking sound. What's clicking?
I hear clicking.
Something's
If you
clicking.
keep purring, my cat's just arrived to lick
Oh.
in my lap. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, but no, I'm the one I'm spamming the Discord with. The people who are watching right now can't see it, obviously. But these are all of Christian Star Dragons that I've done for him for
I like the sweepy here.
Oh, I need to get one.
I love her.
Oh, the big buff ice cream queen.
Yes.
She runs
I
an
love her.
orphanage. I love her.
Oh, most of my characters are orphans, so I love.
Most of my characters end up dying.
Alright, well,
I hurt my character.
I mean, that's perfect because
Okay.
you could get a robber who died and then came back to life.
Yeah, no, that's totally a thing. Because I have one, and I love him. His name is Thomas, because it's based off of. Well, I got him. I didn't have a name for him, and then my friend was like, told me the story about how she learned about how a cat got rabies and died, and so I'm like, that's it. I'm naming him Thomas after that story.
Oh no, I know that story.
Yeah, so this is Thomas, and he's gonna be there's the link to him. I haven't drawn him yet, but he's gonna be like Because, okay, a thing as a robber is you can't have a child robber. They have to be an adult. So, as I have it is... He, like, died right when he's 18 and he just didn't hit puberty yet. He was a late bloomer, so everyone thinks he's a kid. And he's like, no, I'm a man. I love
Poor
Thomas.
guy.
And then... Those are mine.
Like me, he's an adult, but he never reached, you know, the adult height.
Yeah, so he's, like, short and he got his head cut off so he can, like, pick up his head and throw it at people. So I decided I'm gonna make him a teacher. So when he gets really angry at his students, he will full on just take off his head and chuck it at a student.
No. That would, I feel like that would be so traumatizing. And like, if like that happened in this world, that would like.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I was in class and my teacher fucking up-chucked his head, I would probably scream my head off too. But at least.
I would die.
Yeah, and
That's
here
what happened. I would just like die.
Yeah, but here are all of my star dragons because I totally don't have a problem. But I've slowly collected mine over years. I'm not as bad as Sky and Lissa. I love them, but at the same time I feel really bad. I'm like, I did this to them. They didn't know what this was until I
so cute. I kind of fell head over heels with Star Dragons, but like I didn't actually do anything with them until I got Haley.
Isn't that what happens? It's so
great. You get one and then it's like, I need 8.
Yeah,
I need 8.
I'm over here sitting at like 24 plus.
I only have 12.
So only 12. Just wait.
And what it does the plans. Star Dragons should be called Star Dragons.
Pretty much. And like, okay, at least the one thing I'm happy that they got out of the community. And I like how every single Patreon chat, every single one I've had so far, we've all gone back to Star Dragons at one point. No, it's great. I'm not mad. It's just every single one I've done, we've had the Star Dragon conversation.
This is my fault because I was looking at Itchy's Discord.
No, it's okay. It's okay. My brain. So we were talking about how when like. So, I'm like an OG Star Dragon fan, because I had them back when it was just Eaters and just a female base, and it was just Delete the Stars. This is a long-ass time ago. This was like... When did I make Fur Affinity? Hold on. Because I made my Fur Affinity account literally to get a Star Dragon, because they weren't that big yet. And when did I make my account? 2012. So back in 2012. God, they've been around a long-ass time.
Wow, 6 years.
They were $20. Try getting one now. You make your
Especially
own.
Well, I mean, they're only like 35.
Yeah, now they're like 35 for like a make your own, which still isn't bad.
Yeah.
Especially for like everything that goes behind it and everything.
You know,
but
if you're in US.
Yeah.
And they're like 40.
So I got Fura, which was this one. Or Furia, however you say her name. I got her. She was my first babu. And I loved her. She was actually a custom back when Delete did customs, which was a long-ass time ago. And I felt really bad, because I remember, like, her car broke down, so she had to buy a new car. So, I remember being, like, in shock, though, because I'm like, this lady made enough money off her art to buy a fucking car. And it, like, gave me hope at the time. And so I got Fura, and then, like, a year or so later, I got Jag. And then just spiraled from there. They started adding other species and other races and other, and then gender traits were a thing, and they kind of got rid of that now. Like, they still have some, but not as bad.
The traits are still, like, gendered, but it's more like with, you know, real life, where someone could have masculine features and be a girl, or could have features and be a guy.
Yeah, the only ones that are gender-locked are fishers.
Well, no, the fishers are not gender-locked anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they changed it recently.
What is gender? I don't know her.
My sweet.
I mean, especially with my Eaters, because I keep putting tails on them.
It's okay. I used to have this friend of mine who he used to be the Star Dragon King. He's actually king from my my scamming story, so I won't use his real name. But this guy was hardcore. Like, he had at one point like 200.
Oh my!
And he's sold a lot of them now. But he went down in infamy in the Star Dragon community because he legit gave up groceries to buy Delete's Egyptian star shooter.
Oh
my god.
Because she came with a lot of extra art, but she was like, I think $2,000 or something. And I remember like my jaw hit the floor, and like everybody was like, someone auto-bought it. Like even Delete was like, someone auto-bought it.
I mean, that was everyone when I auto-bought that eater the other time, but that eater was like none of
them have ever been that expensive since. Like yours came close, but that was like the limit. I remember being like, I wish I had that money, but then it's like, and because his reasoning was because he worked at a restaurant, so he got kind of free food anyway. But he's like, yeah, I can't buy groceries for a couple months, but it's worth it. I'm like, is it though? That's a bit extreme. I like Star Dragons, but I like food. Like again, I had to go. There was a time where I had to pick between paying a bill and eating food. I don't like that. I'm not gonna put myself there on purpose.
Yeah.
Never.
A Star Dragon is a closed species on Fur Affinity or DA. Just literally search up Star Dragon, one word, and a shit ton should pop up.
I'm gonna do that right now.
You will lose your life. It's a good way to lose it.
Yeah, but I have many and I'm happy. I actually, the whole reason I got Thomas was because of Uncontrollably, because it was back when my patrons were literally only these 3 guys. It's not bad.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm happy we're getting bigger. It's good. But it was like just the 3 of them.
Gotta join the cult.
Yep.
Gotta join the cult.
And then
literally the first thing I did with my paycheck is subscribe to your Patreon.
Oh, thank you. I feel so loved.
I don't have a paycheck, but I did it anyway.
I ended up doing it shortly after I got all my bills paid off.
Yay! I feel so loved. Thank you. Frick, what was I saying? Where was I going with this?
Something about getting Thomas.
Yes. Okay. So there was this batch going around, and I really wanted to get one for myself because they were raffling off.
Oh yeah, it was the Easter egg batch.
They were raffling off a Chimera Dragon, and I really wanted that little fucker so bad. And then Sky got it, but it's okay because I get to draw her, and she's beautiful. She's beautiful. I love her.
Sky was so heckin' lucky.
I know,
but like it was horrible because it wasn't actually a raffle. It was everybody grab as fast as you can.
Yeah, it was like
originally I think I wanted the female dasher.
You did. You wanted the female dasher, and it was taken. You're like, oh, guess.
And I wanted the female shooter, and I'm still salty. And then I missed it by 30 seconds.
And so I was trying to get one for Christian because he was at work. Because that's the one thing that does suck about Star Dragons is if you have a normal job, you kind of are at a crutch. Because like Christian has a like finger quote normal job. So half the time it's like he's like, Michelle, I won't be there. I'm like, I got you, man. Just pay me back. He's always paid me back, so it's never been a problem. But you were only allowed to bid on one, so like I couldn't bid on one for Christian and then get myself one. So I got one for Christian, but I couldn't get one, and I was sad. And then Lissa was like, well, I got this one. Do you mind taking it as a payment for one of my commissions? Because Lissa's, like, turned me into her whore. She and Christian are getting close, but Christian's still there. He's still the top.
Battle of the Commissioners.
And, well, because Lissa wants me to do... I have 4 down, or is it 5? Deluxe chibi reference sheets.
Yes. Also, I need to remember. I need to actually switch those out and figure out who is what.
5, yeah,
like we talked about.
Yeah. And then I have one for Sky that I'm still working on, but I'm doing that beautiful Weaver girl.
So pretty.
And so those are really expensive. She's like, if I get this, well, I have this. Could I use it towards payment on my commission? And at the time, I didn't really need the money.
Someone was selling because they bought the egg, and then when they released the design later, they were like,
Star Dragon batch.
Oh wait, it just got added at Gem Exchange.
Ooh.
What is it?
Ooh.
An announcement. Oh, there's a batch up. There's a batch up.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm feeling good, even though Citadel's my love.
Oh no! Oh no!
As lucky as I did with Erica.
Oasis,
I mean, I've seen them.
beautiful.
I've been seeing them for a while now.
Oh.
They're so good.
You see that, sweetie?
I think I just fell for my first burb.
Oh,
yeah.
Amazing. Oh.
And that one female fisher.
I know Oasis. I want her, but I don't have that money. I don't.
I'm not even looking at Oasis. I'm just looking at Citadel.
Also, the other fisher that's called Mother looks like a Metaton.
Oh yeah.
No, there is full on a Star Dragon. I think it's a shooter. No, it's a Weaver. It's a Weaver that I know has to be based off Metaton. I shared it in that Patreon stream once.
Metaton skin for each race. Just slowly get there.
Guy, I think I understand you now. I just fell head over heels for Citadel.
Right? No,
If you have the funds, grab it.
And here's what's funny.
I don't have funds.
Okay, I have funds.
There will be more.
I need to be good. I know.
Itchy's been on a design spree lately, so there will be more.
There's always going to be more, but I just... And what's funny too...
someone grabbed Oasis right away.
I'm not
prepared.
I am not surprised.
If I had
honestly, it's both like a game when you see there's an auction open. It's like you refresh it and then it's just it's just gone.
Yeah, but Christian, you got your power armor. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, I'm not.
What's power armor? What?
Oh, he got the $200 special edition of Fallout 76.
Oh.
Yeah, I caved.
That we can't get because it's gone. It's sold out.
That Eater boy is handsome.
I caved, but it was a really cool option.
No, it is. I mean, again, freaking Todd Howard said, it fucking glows in the dark. That alone sold so many people.
I keep telling Itchy to ground me so I don't buy things.
That's not gonna happen because you're making her money.
I don't have the fun.
She did ground me once. She did ground me one time.
Oh, she did.
You ate
yes.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Myself, but like I don't need to. I just don't have the fun.
Yeah.
But I think my mom is happy that I went and did it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know she would have wanted all that.
Mm-hmm. Oh crap. I probably have to get off soon. But I'm having so much fun. This is great. I'm happy. I'm happy now that there's more people. It was always fun, but now there's more people. It's like, I don't know. It's like a party.
Oh, but
it's a little party.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably the greatest extreme. One of us points out that there's a new Star Dragon batch.
Oh, everybody!
Yeah. Just go straight to looking at it.
I do have 2 more $25 patrons that should be coming in next month as long as their payment goes through. But they they both came in. Like I got one this month, and then one came in at the end of last month, so they missed the payment period. So we'll hopefully get 2 new people too.
Hopefully.
Cool.
What else was I gonna say though? The problem with Star Dragons though is, and this is how it always happens, the first one you get is the species you fall in love with the most.
But that's not true because I got a Dasher first.
I got a Rubber first. I don't love them.
And I'm like head over heels for scaled weavers.
Really?
Yeah. Like I really want a scaled weaver. Like,
they still got the one open, I think, currently, but you'll have to save for it.
Quite.
Yeah. But it's also like I already have an idea for one, so I want to like get my own or make my own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not. They're kind of up in the air whether there's going to be another make your own this year.
Christian,
they want to get better sorted out before they do another.
Yeah.
So
you're saying, Christian?
Mine was a Star Eater, and I've been mostly doing stuff with shooters and dashers.
I thought yours first was a dasher. Damn, I guess I'm wrong. Never mind.
No,
I mean, my first was a dasher, and then the Eater stole my heart.
I mean, I was just I was basically just balanced between dashers and weavers, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna make a weaver, I'm gonna make a scaled weaver. So
I'm gonna leave it here because I do have to go now. Because I know I can feel Cody's gonna call me soon. I know, but I have to pick up Cody. It's his fault.
I know.
That's all his fault. Oof. But what I was gonna say was, one I want so bad is I want a Kitsune painted weaver foo dog, so bad.
Oh my god!
I
want a painter tail scaled weaver, and that would just make my life.
Right.
Like, I would be happy. I could just die right there. Done.
All right, guys. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. I had a great time. I hope everybody had a good time. Thank you all again for helping support my dream, because it's true. You guys paid for this, so.
We love you.
Well,
I love you all.
Talking about Star Dragons.
I know.
I'm happy to be helpful and to do all this stuff, even if I don't really talk all that much.
That's a mood.
Either that or I just let y'all talk.
It's
I'm
okay.
happy I can make it.
As long as everyone's having fun. I know, I'm so happy you were able to make it. So yeah.
So awesome.
This is
And thank you guys on YouTube who are watching here, who are still sticking around. There's 45 of you, and you're awesome.
Yes,
And-
thank you for going through our manic Star Dragon obsessions.
Yup.
I think I'm gonna get
Call.
one.
Join
I
the
think I'm gonna
cult.
get one.
You need to get one now. Oh my gosh, we're gonna indoctrinate you to the cult
Just
again.
like I said,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen. All right, okay, guys, I gotta go. So bye
Bye.
bye.